All right, what is up, everybody? We have another yellow solo run today. Let's check in with chat. I know a bunch of people are already in the chat. We got Coles, Halen, Yato, Link, Frostbite Snake. Nice to see you again, Frostbite. Halen, Skypey, Wyatt, Zengar the Gengar. Hello, everybody. I like that we're seeing some long-time viewers popping back in the chat today already, nice and early. This is awesome. Unusual Wednesday stream today, so it seems like that works pretty well for the crew here. How's everyone doing? Hey, Killer for Hire. Hey, Coles. Hi, Zengar. How you guys doing? How is your Wednesday treating you? The reason we're doing an early stream is because I will be moving and actually picking up Good as well, because Good is going to come hang out in person as well for a little bit before the move. So that'll be all good. But that's why I'm busy on Friday. We'll see if we can maybe in the future include more weekday streams again, though. That'd be nice. Coles, I think that's totally fair. I think that we can give Halen the Flyer and Yato Heat wanted the a name, and they have a Charmander badge. So I'm feeling that we give Yato the Charmander. That's where I'm at right now. Can you be Raichu, Skypey? Of course. You have a Pikachu badge as well. You know what? That's perfect. Skypey, you can absolutely be the Raichu. That works for me. I love it. There will be 2 runs today. I think that Raichu's going to be an interesting one. Couple of big differences for Raichu's run compared to some of the others. What I'm just realizing, I need to make sure my little other timer is up here. Oop. As I open one of the random background images, not an image, I need the timer, the life split timer. This will be what we need for the run. Otherwise, I think all the tech is up and running. Of course, no vertical. We stopped doing the verticals because for the hardware, it seemed like it was a little bit much to have the dual streaming. It was affecting frame rates on the game, and we don't want that. We just wait for the live split timer to work properly, hopefully this time, maybe. Come on. Hey, there we go. And it's working properly. We love it. Oh. There we go. Yep, timer's working. Okay, perfect. What's up, MT? Hey, Yato. Not much. What's going on with you today? How you doing? Predictions, how long you think the run's going to end with Raichu? Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Raichu, and we can get into it. Yato, I already offered to Skypey, but I'm going to give you Charmander to match your badge. Hopefully that works for you. Hey, Brandon, welcome in. Welcome. All right, let's talk a little bit about Raichu and what we're working with here today. So Raichu has a base stat total of 475 in nowadays Pokemon. And, well, actually, no, 485 now. Speed has actually gone up to 110 now. But in Gen 1, it has 60 base HP, 90 base attack, 55 defense, 90 special for the combined stat, and 100 speed. So that's pretty darn good. Obviously low defense and HP, but otherwise split attacker with really good speed. Gives us some decent options. Brandon's asking how long we'll be streaming tonight. A few hours at least. We're going to be planning 2 runs for Raichu. The big kicker for Raichu is that it's a stone evolution, and in the early gens, that just means you don't get a learn set by level up at all. They just said no. So we get Thundershock, Growl, and Thunder Wave to start with, and no physical attacks. So that's not great. By TM, we actually get a pretty good selection. Because let's see, Mega Punch, Body Slam, Hyper Beam, Submission, Seismic Toss, Thunderbolt and Thunder, Swift, Skull Bash, Rest, Thunder Wave. We have a decent number of moves. The problem is that they're all normal type or electric type, besides Submission and Seismic Toss. So that's not great for us. And of course the Brock split with only Thundershock, also quite bad. So those are going to be the downsides of Raichu. I do think that we're going to have an interesting struggle in the early game, both against Brock, but also any rock types early, because I think the first attack we get that will actually hit like a Geodude is going to be Mega Punch. Do we get it in Mount Moon? Because otherwise we get Submission like Victory Road. Seismic Toss is available fairly early. I do think we're going to probably end up picking that up. That would make the most sense to me. I think we're going to need that for like maybe the self-destructing hiker. Because we will have body slam, but I just don't know if that's enough. Thunderbolt's going to be great, though. We're going to be riding on the coattails of Thunderbolt. Brandon, you got to go to church and make dinners. You'll be back on later. Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll be around. Unlike Red Fire, there's free Thunderbolt. Yeah, unlike Gen 3. Gen 3 in general, no free Thunderbolt. Yeah, so it's going to be quite rough early. Let's pop up the tier list here and talk about expectations. So, Pikachu, the pre-evolution here, is in the C tier at an hour 23:29. There's Pikachu. Raichu is going to have one disadvantage, which is it won't have access to double team. I only allow double team if it's in the level up set. Because Pikachu learns it by level up, it could use that. Raichu does not have that. So that's a downside. The other downside is Raichu's going to need a decent amount of levels to make it through Giovanni and Champion. Because they have ground types on their team that are quite scary. Because of that, I'm kind of expecting roughly the same time finish, at least maybe for the first run, maybe like an hour and a half for the first run, at most. We might be able to get a little bit better than Pikachu for a final result, but like I would not be surprised if we're like high C tier, low B tier. I don't know if that's what low to high B tier says Halen. Nope, no dig, Skype in Gen 1 for Raichu. No coverage whatsoever, unfortunately. Yeah, Coles, but that is still an improvement, I guess, to be fair, of original Gen 3. You can still buy them if you're allocating your money right or doing a lot of it extra training and grinding. That is a weird thing that they started doing in the game corner to get the HMs. Hey, Harold, welcome in. Yeah, the rock and ground types are the disadvantage for Raichu. That's going to be the roughest part. A or B tier would be an incredible finish. I think low B tier or high C tier is probably more likely, because I do think that we're going to need at least level 60 or 63, somewhere in there, for Giovanni. Some of which we're going to have to do training, because we do not want to use all of our rare candies going into that battle. I do think that we could get to the Elite Four at 68 and use one rare candy, I guess. So I think 70 might be enough for Champion. 72 or 73 might be better, though. So I'm kind of down to try to aim for level 70 for the Champion, which would be a benefit. It would cut some time. That would mean that we could probably get there in hour and 12, hour and 15, somewhere in there. That would be my estimate. But let's dive into the first run and kind of see what we're working with Raichu. There we go. And of course, if you have not, make sure to like the stream. That helps us to reach more of the subscribers. More people can see we're live. People can jump on in. That always helps a ton. There have been TMs in the game corner ever since Gen 1, though it is a different selection, like Hyper Beam. This is true. But I mean, they put some of the elemental ones behind the game corner for like a while there. I've not played Infinite Fusions, Brandon. I do want to try it out. 70s is the safest route. I think 72 or 3 would be the best for safety for the champion battle. But, yeah, Coles, this is true. I did indirectly nerf that battle, but for a very specific reason. But I don't want to spoil. All right, let's just go ahead and jump into the first one. So we've got Skypey, the Raichu. It will be Halen, the Pidgey, Yato, the Charmander, and Coles, the Squirtle. All right, let's jump on in to run number 1. Let me actually quickly pull up my emulator because it's not... Sorry, adding a few seconds. There we go. Want to make sure that my frame rates are staying consistent on the emulator. We're good now. Let's go. I do need to click back into the timer. There we go. Okay. There's our Raichu. Yes, give me the Pokeball. Give me my Raichu. Raichu, yes, this is Skypey. I love that Raichu actually gets its own sprite in the menu because it shares the follower sprite and the menu sprite in the code. There's our Raichu. Nice crit. We should have a pretty decent crit rate, probably close to 20% crit because of the high speed, which is awesome. And there is our little Raichu follower. I'm really happy with this follower sprite. I think it turned out fan-frickin-tastic. Look at the little guy. He's our little buddy. I love Raichu. It's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So I am just so tickled to have it in the game. Let's frickin' go. All right. I do think that we're gonna want to fight the champion, the rival here, on Route 22. I think the Jolteon team is just gonna make the most sense for us to go against, because Jolteon's not gonna be a threat whatsoever. So I will plan on doing that probably right away. In the yeah, like on the way to the forest. I do think we have an advantage with Thundershock against his Pidgey. We can knock out the Pidgeys here quite easily to try to get an additional level before we fight him. Because at level 7, I think we kind of have a freebie. At level 6, I think it's still possible. Except it's looking like we need a lot of encounters to get to 7. So it might not be possible. We don't even really need the heal here either, because I don't think we're going to go through that many Thundershocks against Rival. Let's check this out. We're going to be experimenting a little bit in this first run just to make sure that we're kind of on par. Cole said also I started the grind because my ain't going to beat level 30s with just level 24 ragtag team. You got to be brave, Coles. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a grind in the mid game, I guess, to be fair. I could have actually parried here with Thunder Wave just for extra consistency. I might do that in the next time because oh my gosh. That's rough. I did save since I knew that this was a bit of an experiment. Eevee's awful if it actually gets enough tail whips off. So let's not do that this time. Growl doesn't matter. Peck doesn't hurt that bad. Level 7. Thunder Wave here to get the para. Sand attack immediately. I hate that. And there we go. With the para, it's a little bit better. I like that extra experience early. And now we just got to go to the forest. With the forest, I think that we're going to grind up probably to level 18 for Brock. We have to use Struggle against Brock. The downside is for Gen 1, that Struggle is a normal type move. That's really unfortunate for us because obviously Brock is going to resist on both of his Pokemon if it's normal type. So that means we're going to do very pathetic damage, which is not ideal. Yeah, let's just get all of the potions, 2 antidotes, and a paralysis. We really don't need more than that, even though we have more money. Let's go. I don't expect too many heals after Brock. We will need to use some potions pre-Brock. If we're trying to use up all of our moves, we might need some because we have to struggle a little bit. Possibly leading up into that battle. I could. No, I don't think I should even try to fight the Light Years trainer. He's also ground types. I don't think we want to run out of PP twice in order to fight him and Brock. So that's kind of a bummer. I don't think that works very well. Immediately into this battle. Also, MT, I got to change that bit better grinding, knocking down the level curve tiers by 1. Small changes do the biggest differences. I mean, the late game battles did get knocked down a tier, to be fair. Oh, I just realized I can't damage a Pidgey. What do I do here? Because I can't get a guaranteed catch, actually. That's an interesting problem. I don't think para increases catch chance in Gen 1. I could para. Let's just throw it. Okay, so we can get it. I think we maybe actually buy a couple of extras in order to guarantee that for the next one, or like make it more likely after the para. I still feel like para is the way to go. The paralysis feels it's supposed to be Halen, right? Halen. Paralyzing it feels just like it gives us more luck. I don't think in Gen 1 changes the actual catch rates, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, Giovanni in Redfire is definitely it can be a tough battle, but if you have a good matchup into him, a water type or a grass type, especially a grass type, immediately makes him a total joke. I don't think that we can... So we can use the Metapods to actually get all the Growl and Thunderwave used up, so we can struggle against Brock. But I do think that we just want to avoid doing that until the last possible second. So that's all of the available training except for, well, here's what we do. Let's use up Thunder Shocks. Ooh, hello, Pidgeotto. That works really well for us. Fantastic. Let's actually use up all of our moves and then go fight Light Year's Trainer after this. That's my thought. Because we are going to have to heal anyway to continue training for Brock. And if we can get that experience before we heal, that could be good. We'll see if that's worth. Because it does take, what, probably 30 or 40 seconds to spam out this PP. But I think the experience from Light Year's Trainer is probably worth. We'll see. Give me a heart attack. You only listed Slowpoke being in Seafoam. I skipped through the map and saw it where I was in green, and it's there in Fire Red too. Yeah, I added actually Slowpoke in most of the map, I think. I think Slowpoke and Psyduck are interchangeable, are like the version exclusives. So they would be probably found together, I believe, if I'm remembering right. Also, Staryu's kind of a weird, kind of rare find because it's not available in Redfire, and I specifically put it in Cerulean and Vermilion's for fishing and surfing, or just fishing. Just fishing, I think. So look there if you haven't found that yet. All right. So this won't probably give us 13, especially if we didn't get that Pidgeotto. But we're all used up on our PP. Our power points have been depleted. I will go over here, potion. I will actually should probably save here too, because if Light Year's Trainer is a problem, but we can get the experience from this battle to then go back and heal after. Nice crit. Yeah, okay, this not super easy, but I think that at 13, 12 or 13, that's pretty winnable. And then we have to heal. We need a lot of levels still. Like the stream, thank you, Skypey. Yes, please do like the stream. Raichu needs all the power it can get. Yep, we just farm experience here. Change the post-game requirement from 60. Like, yes, it's I dropped it by 10. It's down to 50. However, also there's more variety in wild encounters now. So there's actually, it's easier to find new Pokemon earlier throughout the game. So you can catch more stuff more easily. And it's dropped, the requirement is dropped to 50. Also, getting that unlocks the Safari Zone, because the Safari Zone is locked until post-game now. But when you do get into the Safari Zone, you'll know why. It's a good time in there now. A lot of custom stuff over there. Well, I guess not custom stuff. The maps are the same. But you know what? You can probably guess what I'm putting down. All right, I got to get to level 18 for Raichu. I just don't think we can really consistently beat Brock. Even maybe at 18, it's going to be a pretty tall order. We definitely can't do it lower than 18. So we're gonna have to train up as much as we can, as quickly as we can. As many of the 1% Pidgeotos we can get, the better, because that's actually as good as trainer experience for the available trainers, and it's really, really quick to level up that way. So where's gonna be Surf and Strength? Same locations basically. It will actually tell you when you go to the places you normally find them. It'll give you some advice of where to go next. But what you'll do is try to go to the Safari Zone first, and then go to Old Man Warden, and then he'll tell you where to go next. But Surf is now in the big building in the center, the like Safari Zone Ranger camp, like whatever it's called, Ranger Base, whatever it is, in Fuchsia. But it should kind of all be pretty straightforward, because it should tell you enough hints to kind of lead you there. Okay. Yeah, 15 just doesn't make sense, I don't think, for Brock. So let's get to 18. Come on, Raichu. I do like the back sprite is based on the original red and green art. I do kind of like it though. It's obviously very different. He's the real chunky version of Raichu from those early Japanese art in red and green, but I really like Raichu in all its iterations. Much better than Pikachu. I was always very disappointed I couldn't evolve the yellow Pikachu, and it made me very sad, because Raichu was a staple on my Gen 2 teams. Especially with the Rain Dance and Thunder. Heck yes. I was always trying to find a Raichu. The whole Pikachu line, I've always really loved ever since I was a little child. Alright, level 18, come on. It's a happy Raichu. He's just so adorable. He's just like dishing out thunder shocks and massive damage on all the bugs, eradicating all the bugs in the forest. Might as well hire this Raichu as an exterminator over here. Bug zapper extraordinaire. I like the Metapods at level 6. They're quite good experience. The level 4 ones are okay. High level Pidgeys, great. This is actually fantastic experience for Raichu. Obviously not ideal that we have to go back and heal in order to get more Thunder Shocks back. But this should get us close to 17 now. You love all the Pikachu evolution ever since you were a child. Yeah, I love that we're on the same page there. Your Cubone missed 3 times in a row, then flinch from Super Fang? Oh, you mean Hyper Fang? Oh man, that is rough. That is very rough. I'm sorry. Also, I wish that I could polish up the sprites a little bit from the overworld sprites. I like the blue sprite pretty okay for Redfire, but the red sprite, I honestly wish I could refine a little bit. It's been a real headache though, because the code for the rival sprites are very specific in Fire Red, and they've been giving me a headache changing any of the palettes or anything for that one, which is a pain. It's been a really fun project. For those that don't know, there is a final patch available for the final version of Redfire. I will be making some content about it the next few weeks, probably once we're done with the move and all of that, while we're still getting everything set up for streaming again. I'll probably be working on in the background, getting the edit put together. I have a lot of footage already recorded. It might be a little bit more of like a discussion video of like, you know, how we got here. Something maybe along the lines of how I accidentally made a ROM hack. Because it's kind of what happened. It's the first one I've ever made, but it was a really cool experience. Yeah, the red sprite looks more saturated. That's exactly what happened. It got oversaturated because it's using the palette, the color palette from blue, from like the original rival. And that's like coded in a couple of different places. and it was giving me a huge problem whenever I tried to change it. I got the actual in-battle sprite fixed, but the overworld stuff in the Fire Red code is really convoluted. The overworld sprites. I'm sure, like, from looking at it, Emerald seems like it's so much easier to work with than Fire Red. But, yeah, it's a real headache. A real headache. Can I get to level 18 in this time? I would love to, because I would really not like to go back and heal one more time. Because that would really just stall us out more than I would like. I think we're going to get there in the end. So next Metapod, I'm going to spam out all my other moves, I think. Come on. Give me something good. That's not really that good, but you know what? We'll take it. That's even better. Oh, it's going to be close. Please, oh please. Oh, am I not going to quite get it? That's obnoxious. There it is. There it is. Okay, give me a Metapod. Give me a Metapod. We'll take a little extra experience. Sure. Metapod. Yes, thank you. Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave. Get rid of all the Thunder Wave. I will probably keep one Growl. I believe that's what Scott did in his run, and I do think that's a good idea going into the Brock battle. So MT, the community hack, if that will ever be made, will be a story of the same universe as Redfire or other? Oh, that's a good question. That I haven't even thought about sharing a universe. That is kind of cool. I wanted to do that in Emerald if I could, but if I did that, it could share a universe. Man, I don't know. Yeah, I actually don't know what the plans will be for that. I've not thought it through too much yet. There's been a lot going on. All right, get down to one Growl. 3, 2, and 1. And Thundershock, knock it out. Let's go. Ah, Metapod. Excuse you. There you go. No heals, just straight to Brock. Let's go. Okay, yep. And a potion. Oh, I don't even need a potion. Save. All right, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Struggle. Decent damage on level 18. That feels good. We do take half damage in recoil. Half the total points. Now we cannot have an early bide here, please. As long as we don't get an early bide, we're pretty okay. Okay. Yeah, this isn't great. But we are... Oh, bide, perfect. Late bide is good. Whew, yeah, that's close. We can't go any lower level than 18. For sure. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use, actually, bide on Skypey here. Right away, because that is nice to have just a second damaging move. Because me and the Redfire is, like, obviously different for me. Oop, in the community hack, mainly different team, ace, starter. Yeah, I think that's fair. To have a totally different team there. We are finally free of the forest. Heck yes. All right. Now, we do need a lot of training later, but we don't need much for Misty. Like, we're going to be absolutely fine there. And really, for Surge, we won't be too badly off there. So I do think that we just kind of cruise until probably Sylph and probably some training on the bike route as well. Maybe even some training on the water routes. That could be good. I can see that being quite useful. Level 18 already puts us a little bit ahead of most Pokemon, obviously, at this point. All right, let's just heal up. And let's go. Mount Moon time. Now we just have to run away from every single encounter because we just don't have a lot of moves. I can't fight this guy, unfortunately, for easy experience, so I just got to go around him. But there's a rare candy over here, which is why I still go down here. We don't want to fight this last. I could fight this rocket. I don't really see a need for that. So let's just get the TM only. All right. We'll put this in the place of Growl for now. Mega Punch. There we go. All right. We won't fight the Hiker either. Just not a lot of good battles in here for Raichu. Caves are scary. That's the lesson of the day here. Caves is scary. There we go. Card is updated now. All right. This battle should now be easy because we have Thundershock and Mega Punch for good coverage. Mega Punch. Nice. Level 20 there. I was like, don't poison me, please. And honestly, this battle should also be quite easy against Team Rocket. Oh, it's Zubat. How dare. TK's bad for a big mouse. Got it. Very, very exact. You got Boomerang Coals? Very nice. Honestly, Mega Punch probably is actually just stronger against Team Rocket. Besides coughing. So I should actually be going for Mega Punch there. Just for speed. Because we'll actually one-shot with Mega Punch, I believe, on both... yeah, both Pokemon. Because we have an attack boost from Brock. And Mega Punch is just higher base power even after Stab. So that's the way to go for his first two Pokemon. Or for Team Rocket specifically, I guess. Their first two Pokemon. Alright. Do I want to take on Misty early? I feel like it might be actually the right call to do this first. Because we can actually get some quick experience here from the Horsey and the Shelder. Get another level. This Slash can't do a ton against us. And if we actually have... Oh, nice. Knockout immediately. Save. If we have the damage to do this, we could be in a really good place. Yeah, we one-shot the Staryu. I think that means we just two-shot... Ooh, not quite. Okay, so she doesn't know what to do there because she could use all four of her moves, but Harden and the X defense don't help at all. That feels like the move. We just beat Misty first, actually. That gives us a couple of levels. I like that. Let's go with that. And then we go to blue. That feels good. Yeah, now we're into the part of the game where we're going to have a very good time. We're now feeling powerful. Except for this Sandshrew. I don't like him. I crit him, though. I think I two-shot the Eevee no matter what. There we go, level 23. We will fight an extra trainer here on the bridge. So because of that, I'm actually not going to heal. Instead, I'm going to use up the rest of my moves and then heal halfway through the bridge. So we have enough to fight an extra hiker up here. Because we need to do that if we're going to get Seismic Toss. Seismic Toss is specifically going to be useful against the self-destructing hiker, but could also just be a decent replacement for Bide for now until we get something better. Not that there's much better for a while. I do think that we'll ditch Thunder Wave probably. I don't think there's any real need for it. And especially into the later part of the game, I don't think we want it. Because we're going to need space for Mimic and Reflect and Rest. And of course, Body Slam. So I don't think late game it's going to make any sense to keep on the moveset here. Alright, this is going to be Yato. This is Yato. Yato, there we go. Thank you, Yato. Okay, now let's potion. Save. I do think this guy could be a menace, but we have Bide now. For this guy specifically. I should also be Mega Punching this Machop. Note to self. Now we have to Mega Punch Geodude. The defense curls are not my favorite. Hey, crits. Nice. Okay. Alright, so we can avoid most of these trainers here. Till here. Actually, we might not need to backtrack. So we do have Bide. Might be fine, actually. Let's save just in case, because I need to fight this guy. I have to. Tri-Attack hard carries Doduo. Yeah, Tri-Attack is great. It's really freaking good. Okay, we can miss, but we can two-shot these Geodudes. That is awesome. That means we should have plenty of Mega Punches without the need for... Oh, I missed again. Without the need for a heal here. Because all we need is like 2 of those for the Oddishes at the end. And that should be plenty. Cool. That feels good. Yeah, the funny thing about Doduo for Gen 3 is that it gets like Aerial Ace and some decent moves. Obviously Fly as an HM. But just none of it's quite as good as Tri-Attack. Like, even though they're like decent options, Tri-Attack just is number 1. Oh yeah, we could get Seismic Toss for this last 2, actually. That's probably even better than Mega Punch. No, because we 2-shot. Unless we miss. It is still better to use Mega Punch here. So Raichu's attack is actually pretty good. Do I need... I will grab an Ether. Just 1. Just in case we need it, because we will be training in a couple of places. Oop, I said no to him, but he's still going to force me to help. I don't want to help you, Bill. Just kidding. Yeah, it's true. Dodo just doesn't get Swords Dance. It feels like it could get it, but also Swords Dance isn't available in Fire Red. Like, it's only a tutor move, I believe, which is a little frustrating, but also it's really busted, so maybe that's fair. Raichu the boxing rodent. He do be throwing those punches, despite not really having much of fists, just little nubs. But those nubs do be quite powerful, apparently. Mega Punch the Machops. Mega Punch the Drowsy just for good luck. Let's go. We cannot use Dig. I wish we could. I gave it to Gorochu, actually, in my my hack of Pokemon Red, where I added Gorochu. I did a solo run with it. Just adding Dig and Fire Blast to its moveset makes it an incredible Pokemon, even with a very only slight improvement to stats as an evolution for Raichu. But I think it worked really well. Also, it was a nice surprise to see Billy being a Kabuto in the hack, right? Those little touches is what was fun to work on for that hack. Yeah, that's not quite a one-shot. Mega Punch might be. Not really sure there. Probably would be best to go for it. Okay. 3 repels. I think we don't need a heal. We're outspeeding most things, which to me tells me I don't think we need to worry too much about heals. We do need rest, which means I'll also grab this max potion while I'm here, because this should be an easy battle. Magnemite was graduated from Thundershock to Spark. Nice. Did you find the TM for Shockwave, by the way, Coles? Important note, was that easy to find? Curious. Since obviously Bruno doesn't give it, because that would be weird. Oh, that doesn't knock out. That's close, though. Might be a roll. Okay. We're going to go immediately Body Slam in place of Mega Punch. We're just going to upgrade that thing right away. We don't really need any additional training here, so I'm just going to pick up the Rare Candy and Skedaddle. Excuse me. Raichu's blocking my way. I'm just going to fight him this way. Body Slam. Actually, Body Slam is going to be our #1 move now. Let's just do that. Rare Candy. Okay. All right, we're ready for Rival. Unless Thundershock is super effective, Body Slam is just better now. Also, for 2 generations straight, the only electric move Magnemite and Magneton was able to learn was Thundershock, and in Gen 3 it was giving a pat on the back with Spark. That's a hilarious way to put it, Coles. I don't think I've ever heard that before. But yeah, Spark, still not great, but at least better. There is that. Found Shockwave, you just don't remember where. Oh, cool. Okay, as long as you found it. I just wanted to make sure it was something that was like easily noticeable. Also, did you get surprised by Cosmic if you've been to the tower yet? Let me know how that went down. Hey, Skype, can I join your Discord server? The link in the description has expired. Check out the channel page. The channel page should have an updated one. Since I don't think we have any of our mods that can actually post the links in the chat available at the moment. So check out the channel page. There's one in the like links at the top of the page. You can use that one. That one is in a forever link. Okay, potion. We're still full health. Save. Let's just see if this guy's a threat. I don't think he should be. He should be a piece of cake. Just a couple body slams. Growl. 3 body slams then. Another growl. Okay, silly. Got this dude. Good luck. Thank you, Gaming with Rise. That is very kind of you. Let's go get our Squirtle. We need Squirtle on our team. ASAP. Tell me all about your Rapidash. My Raichu's better. Bye. All right. All right, this is Coles. Coles, there we go. And we can dig back to Cerulean now. Fantastic stuff. All right, we need to hang on to Seismic Toss at least through Rock Tunnel, but I think we don't need it after that. I don't think there's a need, so we can immediately ditch it after that. If we have anything else we would like to use. I did not actually switch that to the top. Should have done that. There we go. Okay. Use Yato to go this way. I need to still practice that routing, but it's getting better. Okay, we should have an easy win here, but let me just double check. Putting Cubone and Rock Tunnel was mercy from you. Less grinding overall, and it carries the place. I like it. There's also a rare encounter in Rock Tunnel. I don't know if you experienced any rare fighting type encounters in there. That was also an addition from me because I wanted those to be more available. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will happily explain if you want some spoilers for Red Fire. I'm sure you already read all the encounters, Coles, so you probably already know all the encounters. I don't... yeah. I actually should heal here, probably. Actually, do I need to? Actually, might not need to. I don't know if I need a lot of body slams in here, actually. Well, we have the Grass Trainer and the Cubone. We probably do need a lot of heals. To be frank. Is it Hitmon's? Yes, it is, Coles. You spoiled yourself. Okay, so at level 29, we can't Seismic Toss. We need Body Slam for the Cubone. Oh, I didn't even teach Thunderbolt. I'm a silly goose. What am I doing? In the place of Thunder Wave, probably. And, okay, let's go. Found the Freaky Guide 2 in the code. Good. Good, no spoilers there. He prefers to be secret so that he can just jump out and surprise. He also used to be much higher level for a second, and it would have just devastated so many players. I think it was like he got a 4-level nerf in the final pass. So imagine that battle with all his Pokemon 4 levels higher. It was just cruel. Cruel and unusual punishment. But it was funny. I had to scale him back though. It was a little too much. All right, so here we're gonna Seismic Toss and just hope for no explosions, please. At level 30, I think we 2-hit all of them. What is... Yes, okay, we do. So we have a guaranteed 2-hit on all of these. We just need enough luck to not take too much damage. I don't even think I need a potion after that battle. So I think the last battle should be easy. I think that was just overly cautious. What other TMs can Raichu learn? We're going to be learning Mimic and Reflect. And actually, Thunderbolt should be our #1 move now. And Rest. Not a ton of coverage moves overall. A lot of fighting, I guess fighting moves, but I meant normal moves. A lot of normal moves. Hyper Beam was a surprise to me. Most evolved Pokemon learn Hyper Beam, but for Raichu it feels weird. I don't know why. Level 31. All right, I will fight this guy, bonus guy here. He's good experience for easy, quick fighting. I'll probably skip. Oh, hello. How rude. That was very rude of you, sir. Probably skip that other trainer up there. We don't need that much experience. 2, 3, 4. Right about here. And a nugget right there. Okay. And then I'll just do probably the very basics of the rocket hideout. I don't think I need much. Quite frankly, I think we'll be fine. I might even skip that other PP up. Because I think with just 2 is going to be plenty. Because Body Slam and Thunderbolt have pretty good PP. So I think that for our purposes, just the one here and then the other one should be good to go. Yeah, I think we skip all of this. Do I skip this guy? I think we do, because we want to go really fast with Raichu. And in order to do that, we're going to need to be a little bit more aggressive, which involves skipping more stuff. Honestly, MT, you didn't strike me as the humor guy, like Freaky Game and that trainer. I don't know which other trainer you're talking about. I'm innocent. I swear. Okay, we have 5 potions still. Genuinely could be worth selling. Only 2 nuggets if we go about that the way we did. I think that's fine. Honestly, I think we sell whatever potions we have left over, and maybe we don't get the potions from the forest next time. That's what I'm thinking. We do need Mimic, though, so we got to buy 2 Pokédolls. And also we'll need a freshwater, and then buy... we're going to get... So we can get 3 total. I'm going to get 2 proteins and an iron. That might feel weird, but I do think we want some defense boosts for the earthquakes that will inevitably happen and make us cry. Also, Dratini is a nightmare to use before Dragon Rage. We make fun of it, but we use like his the dang Lazarus pit. It's rough. I don't know why, because like you do encounter it slightly higher level in base Red and Blue, obviously, when you catch it from the Safari Zone, but it's not that much higher level. You typically find them either 15 or sometimes 30 if you're really stubborn and try to find a Dragonair. I don't know if they're available in Red and Blue or if that's another version, but not Red and Blue, Red and Green, Fire Red, Leaf Green. What am I saying? That, you know, Gen 3 games. I don't know if Dragonair's available or if it's just Dratini, but grinding Dratini from level 15 in the late game, that sucks. I didn't want to make anybody do that. Having it as an early encounter makes it so you can train it up a little bit more naturally, and it can hang out on your team with the early access to experience share. But yeah. Wonder how a Ditto only run would go. Well, I did find out recently we're gonna have to remove it from the. Oh, I didn't get my. Well, shoot. I made a silly. At least it's in the first run. Go! I didn't get my repels. I did not get my repels. There we go. Luckily, I had just enough to buy them. And we don't need to heal. We're fine. We're fine, I believe. I believe in Raichu. I believe in life after love. Let's go that here. We should be fine. Naturally, you mean frame 1 EXP shareholder? I mean, not frame 1. Not like the XP share in modern games, but the experience share item is available. Actually, HP up might be worth it. You can get the experience share item much earlier. You can get it in pewter now instead of much later, with a much lower requirement too. So I really like that change. I don't know about you guys, but I do like the experience share rather than an EXP all available really early. EXP all, I feel like, could be something that is either later available or you could turn it off and on. But an actual like single experience share to a single Pokemon, that should be an early item. Just because like there are a lot of Pokemon that really struggle with early game like experience. They like stuff like Magikarp where you can switch train them. It's totally the same thing, but why make somebody do that in exchange for one item to make their life slightly easier in the early game? Oh my gosh. Well, that's fine. We'll just go heal in the Poké Center in just a moment. Oh yeah, Ditto will be available. I don't know if I finished saying that. I need to take it out from the tier list. There will be eventually a Ditto run. It's gonna make me cry, but it is technically possible. So it would be good to have. I think. Do we just fight Erica now? We don't technically have a type advantage. And I don't think we want to train in her gym necessarily. But let's see how this works. We can always come back here later. But since we're in the city now, I mean, that looks promising damage-wise. All right. I feel like we get this track a lot. Do I want to use a max potion or do I just save? Let's just save. All right, let's see. See how bad this is. So we have to 3-hit the Tangela. Not that it can do much against us. And then Body Slam crit the Weepin' Bell. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think we just fight Erica then. Like, that's not too bad. All right, let's take that. Let's take that and go to the bank with that one. I know I tried to train Dratini on its own. Not fun. Rapid later only induces thoughts that would make MT demonetized if he says it. Fair. Absolutely fair. Let's go ahead and use the Poke Flute here. All right, we're level 35. I think we at least want to get to 38 over here. Which I think would just mean that we use our first PP up on Thunderbolt. And then we save over here. And I just start clearing all these guys. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. Let's see where, if I just fight the best experience yield trainers, where does that put us? I don't think it gets us to 38. Maybe it does. Wonder how Run would go with only struggle. Poorly, but oh, actually it would be impossible technically because you can't hit Ghost with struggle in Gen 1. I actually utilized it with Caterpie because I had to update the mechanics of struggle to the Gen 2 mechanics, where it's typeless and deals 1/4 recoil instead of 1/2. I had to do that to make it possible with Caterpie, but that small change, giving it the Gen 2 version of struggle, was enough to make Caterpie actually be able to beat the game. It wasn't pretty, but it was possible. I do think that just between those battles and... Oh, probably should have used... that's fine. We have enough other moves that I don't need Thunderbolts for everything here. Well, Thunderbolt might knock out Weezing in one. Actually, I might have enough then. Does this give me 38? That gives me naturally 38 right there. So if I beat that one first Poison Trainer and then just the ones with the best experience yield, that's exactly what we need. That's pretty cool. All right, there we go. And we are in Safari Zone. You got this, Raichu? I want to believe in Raichu. Raichu's doing so well. He's being a trooper. Although the biggest struggles are the very end of the game. So there could be still more difficulty to come for poor Raichu. We need to get to a decently high level. I'm thinking that we could use a few rare candies. Oop. Protein for Skypey, as well as Carbos. We can toss the TM21 to make a little bit more space in our bag. So we cannot use Mega Drain. And we can get Surf. And then we can dig out of here. I got used to dig being on my main mon after doing that, I think, 2 weeks in a row. Caterpie is goat, though. Yeah, Caterpie, that's a fun video if you haven't seen it. Okay, wait. So we actually should go to Sylph now. I don't think we're ready for... Yeah, I don't think we're ready for, what's his name? Koga. Almost forgot his name, but I do think... Let's go ahead and use this on Body Slam. I do think we could get some training here. So the thing that carries routine, 1 is the experience share, and 2 is Shed Skin. Yeah, Shed Skin is great. It's a fantastic ability. Carbos and Rare Candy. I do want to go here because we can get a Calcium over here. Calcium. I guess I can fight this guy. Body Slam. Parad. Fully Parad. Nice. Oh, I need to get a Reflect TM. I will probably need that for the late game. Fight this guy. He's pretty decent experience. Although I don't know how much training we really need to do. I think maybe we go to 43 in here. That might be overkill because we have some really good training later. And a lot of the trainers in here just don't work super well with our typing. Are we ready for this rival fight? We need a few more levels, I think. Honestly. It's going to be a little bit of a tough one. Because every time we have to face the Sand Slash, it's a little rough for us, quite honestly. All right, we do have a full restore still, so we can keep on training. Although I want to give this protein first. The proteins are quite nice because we are using a lot of physical moves in this section of the game. Could I get to 43 in here? That's my question. Should be using Body Slam against the Hypnos. I think I should be able to. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, grab a Hyper Potion, use the Hyper Potion right now so I can fight these next 2 trainers without any concern. You started to run a fire with only normal types. Very nice. I should not have Thunderbolted the Electrode. That is very silly of me. All right, I have a couple of essential battles basically here. This guy and the Hypno guy on the other side of the healing room. One of the Rocket Brothers. And that will get us at least a 41. I do think that it makes sense to try and get at least another level, but maybe not? Because I don't really want to train it in Koga's gym. Could train in Blaine's gym, but it's like not the greatest experience yields. This is actually a little bit of a dilemma. So what do we want to do about that? Maybe we just go to Rival. Maybe let's just go to Rival right now. Quite honestly. Let's go heal first. I don't know if that's a mistake, but I don't think we have a ton of really easy training in here. There's a lot of ground types and electric types that really can mess us up a little bit. Let's just try Rival at this point, round 41, and try to get some levels otherwise. With the free heals, isn't it worth it just to go for all the trainers here? I mean, we could. The sand attack is going to be brutal. That's brutal. I missed so many times. Okay. Suffering produces character. I guess that's true. If we use most of our rare candies, we only have to get level 53 for Giovanni. That should be pretty easily achievable. Let me test this one more time. But I do think maybe we do need 2 more levels in here, especially just for our damage ranges. Yeah, let's go for level 43. That was a crit, so that was close to double damage on that one, that last hit. I think we need level 43 for guaranteed ranges. I think what that means is we just go floor 4. Do we just go up here? Are either of these? No, this guy's not very good experience. He's fine though, because I think this guy has an electrode, which is pretty nice. Yeah, that's probably worth it just for getting to this electrode, because that's a really good experience. All right, so let's clear floor 4. And also this guy on floor 5. Maybe it's just worth to go all the way through the trainers? Oh, no, because that's pretty good. So I'm going to fight him and him on floor 5. So we only have to add these 2 trainers on floor 5, and then the one guy... No, I think that was it. So our normal route, plus these 2 trainers, plus the guys on floor 4 so far. Ooh, we need like 1 more. We don't really want to fight this guy, quite honestly. Maybe we could just snag this guy instead when we're using the stairs. Let's see if he's enough. Nope, he's not. I'm trying to like come up with a route here that's like really efficient. And honestly, it would be him and then him on floor 6 here. Is that what this is? Oh, okay. We're actually really close. Actually, not the other guy, just this scientist. Because like this guy's plenty of experience for what we need. So this guy. So let me run through this. After we get the items on floor 10, we're going to be coming down the stairs. We're going to go get the calcium and fight that guy on the left. Avoid the Cubone trainer. And then we actually go this floor, this super nerd. And then down, that goes us floor 5. Clear floor 5. Go to floor 3 and 4. Clear those. Healing room, these 2 guys in your healing room. That should give us 43. Okay. Saying it out loud so I can keep it all on track here. That should give us better, damage ranges against Sandslash. Let's go. Training Dojo is pretty good. I kind of want 43. Oh my gosh, are we still not? Oh no, I think we are a pretty good 3-hit now. There, I kind of like that better. I think we might have been a 3-hit with Seismic Toss anyway, but I kind of want the Para rather over Seismic Toss. Plus, we do need level 53 later. And if we can just fight these rockets along our regular path, that works out better for us. Quite honestly, feeling a little dicey. We have Seismic Toss, though. Might be enough. Max Potion. Let's test it out. If I can just continue and fight both Team Rocket here, which I can do with Thunderbolt, and then Giovanni, which I'll need Body Slam for, and Seismic Toss, which should be okay, since we have Seismic Toss. Can we search every grave for that glitch that leads to Cosmic? It should be pretty easy to find. How you doing, Randy, by the way? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Yep. Oh, you're gonna have a nap. Maybe I just missed you, but have a good one. Seismic Toss here. Boom, boom, boom. And then try to Body Slam the Nidoqueen. Ooh, crit. Is that... I think technically Seismic Toss might be actually better there too against Nidoqueen, because I think that's a 4-hit then. Or it could be a 3-hit with a crit. Okay, now it's just time for Koga's gym. But here we can't really fight some of the trainers very easily because they have sand slashes. So what I might do is fight all of the psychic using trainers instead. Team you're going to use for your normal playthrough, Halen, is Clefable, Snorlax, Tauros, Chansey, Pidgeot, and Kangaskhan. I love it. Hey, Sassy Sarah. Everything's going quite well. Brock is a rough one for Raichu here. But otherwise, he's doing very, very well. I wanted to grab an item at the place where red is and the dialogue started. Yup. Yup. He's sneaky. He specifically wanted to sneak attack. And it's not an easy battle, so be prepared. Alright, so 47 is where we land naturally here. I'm going to max potion just so we don't have to go back. Let's go Koga. This should be easy enough. We outspeed by a lot. Thunderbolt is the most powerful thing, probably. Yeah, because their special is lower than their defense. We're critting everything. They're not even getting a chance to move. Okay, we actually do genuinely just one-hit everything except for that last Venonat, even at 47. So no real concerns there. Yeah, Koga's fine. I forget what Bruno uses in yellow. That's going to be rough. Maybe, but we can still dig with Mimic from his Onyx. That might work out for us. I think that could be okay. Otherwise, we're going to have to use Body Slam, which is really bad against Onyx. Oops, HM3 for Surf for Coals. And then Strength for Squirtle Coals. And then we can push the boulder. Let's go. Okay. So we can fight Sabrina. Or Blaine. Quite honestly, I think we just go to Sabrina first. Usually I will fight Blaine first, but we're going to outspeed all of her Pokemon. And I don't see a huge issue with her fight, so I think we just do that right now. We could also fight the Fighting Dojo. We need 6 more levels still. Yeah, let's fight Fighting Dojo. That feels like it makes sense to do here. I think we're gonna one-shot everything in this gym with Thunderbolt at this point. So let's do this before Blaine as well as Sabrina. It's not an easy battle, so be prepared. Okay, so just do what always Gyarados bites. What? I'm not quite sure, Coles. I think that's about Bruno. Throwing yourself at a stone snake like a boss. Yep. Gotta just body slam the Onyx. No, I think we're gonna be mimicking Dig. I think that's gonna make the most sense for that fight, because we're gonna be running into that fight with, I believe, Thunderbolt, Body Slam, Mimic, and Reflect. I think that's gonna be our set for that battle. We could go with Rest. Instead of... No, because we're going to want to add Rest for the final battle, and I think that we're going to replace Body Slam with Rest for the champ fight. I think that makes sense to do. Maybe. I'll try it both ways. Okay, we can save. I don't need Thunderbolts for this battle. I just need a Body Slam. Had to go into prevention protocol. A la Ivysaur, Leech Seed, and Sleep Powder. Sleep strats are so busted. Oh my gosh, he survives by a sliver, but does really nothing useful. And we just crit the Alakazam. I'm surprised the Kadabra survived. That was actually a little bit of a surprise, but really not a huge deal. Alright, so we need to Super Repel here. I do think that we're going to be on track for level 53. Oh, wait. These guys, especially this guy, is quite good. Let's fight him for experience, because Seekings. I could fight a couple of different trainers out here. Specifically, this guy's very good. That's probably all we need. That gives us 50. We just need 53 for Giovanni. So we could probably just, from here, continue on as normal. Oop. Excuse me. I just used the repel in the worst way possible. And we're out of items. I don't want TM46. And I don't want TM6. Garbage TMs. Kind gentlemens and madams that give the gym TMs. You need better TMs. Calcium. Iron. And jump down here. Grab this. Carbos. Carbos. Boom. Although not really necessary, but now we're extra fast. We are so fast. Oh, TM14. Don't really want it, but you know what? Whatever. I've only been here a few times, but your content is peak. You're a damn good streamer, always talking with chat, super helpful, and I love a good challenge. Happy I found the channel. Thank you so much, Gaming with Rise. That's very kind of you. I love seeing people like that genuinely are enjoying the streams and just having a nice positive experience. That is the goal. We want everybody to just be able to hang out, have a good time, whether I'm on a second screen just hanging out with you, fill in the void, whatever you need. I am here to just hang. It's all good. You beat Cosmic Shape by a shed skin on Dratini. Yeah, it's a tough one. By no means is it a required battle, but it is tough. Also, did you like the item that was over there, Coles? Okay, so we can save. We should have, if we beat Blaine and the required trainers in Giovanni's gym, that should put us to the level we need, I think. We could body slam to try to get the para. Ooh, okay, Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt probably twice here. Oh, crit. Nice. Thunderbolt reflect, take down. Thunderbolt. Take down, knocks itself out. Nope. Okay, body slam, whatever. At level 50, Blaine's fine. That's not great, but it's fine. I think we just rock with that. Okay. Oh, I'm going to heal here. I need to go get my reflect TM. That's very important. Let's go to Celadon. Come, Raichu, let's go. Okay, we need to buy... Oh, I need to sell an item first. Let's just sell Blizzard because I can't use it. Buy, I think it's 33. Let me double check that. I only use it once in a while, so I get nervous. Reflect, yes, okay. So Reflect is quite handy for us. For the Elite Four specifically, but might be good actually here in place of Thundershock against Giovanni. Okay, let's save. Actually, I'll just teach it now. But I need to teach Mimic too. So Mimic. Actually, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach Reflect and Mimic. Reflect I can teach now. Place of Thundershock. I do kind of want Seismic Toss for this battle against Rhyhorn. So maybe for training I keep Seismic Toss around for a little bit longer. And then add Mimic after the training in this gym. Reflect and Mimic, really. It was just a Pokédoll. It was, goals. It was. It was a decoy. In the purest sense. And it makes me laugh. So we fight the required trainers. We're only level 51, but we gotta be not far off. So we should be able to just fight these other trainers that are really good experience yields compared to earlier training. To get to roughly 53. It's gonna be close. I might need like one additional trainer somewhere. Could be the mansion trainer, because he's right along the regular path. I should actually fight this guy too. Fight me. And then I have 2 trainers that I'm a little bit nervous to fight. But I think should be fine enough. Over there, they use ground types. I think I need to fight them. Let's try it. All right. Body slam. That's extremely rude, Sandslash. There we go. Okay. And this guy. Please tell me we're like really close. I can add 1 trainer in the mansion if I need to. Yep. There we go. Perfect. I don't need to. That's fine. Do I need to heal? I probably should just go back and heal just for good measure. All right, now I need Mimic. So there's 2 ways that we can beat this Giovanni battle. The first is that we could Mimic double team and try to just dodge all the earthquakes in order to get to the end. But that means we have to use Body Slam against Rhydon, which is not great for us. Yeah, because either way we need Mimic, so I need to put that there. All right. So we do outspeed here. If we did not use rare candies, we do not knock out there. And I don't think that's worse. So the faster way, I think, because we're going to take some damage there, and then we're going to have to try to set up. I think it's too risky. So I think what we need to do is rare candy all the way up to... This gives us 63, right? Yep, 63. So we have 10 rare candies, because we did that all correctly. Then let's lock that in. And then what we can... Oh, it's a decoy item to lure in people. I thought it was a reference to the tower. It's both. It's both a decoy and a reference at the same time. So what we can do, we can actually also mimic Earthquake here. And just hope that he does something silly. And then we just try to sweep. And at 63, I think we one-shot. Especially with all of our items. Let's see. Yep. We one-shot. We will have to tank. Well, not if we crit. We will have to take an Earthquake from Rhydon. I think, though, we survive. Let's do a little bit of testing. Here. That doesn't actually count as an actual reset. This is the first playthrough. So I want to double check all of our strategies work here. So let's Mimic Earthquake. He's going to do something. He guard specs. So silly. That should be all we need. I mean, I think we still one-shot Nidoqueen, Nidoking. These are guaranteed and 100% accuracy. Okay. So if we Earthquake, we will hit an Earthquake. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's not comfy. We get down to red health, but I think that is, no matter the range, we just win that. Cool. Outside of a crit, obviously. If he crits, we are very sad because Rhydon doesn't crit very often. So that's bad luck. Okay. I'm feeling pretty confident with that. We do need level at least 68 going into the Elite Four, I think. Want to get to at least level 70 before maybe 67. 67 probably works. And I think that, like, we will be able to get some pretty easy levels. Oh my gosh. So many encounters there. I think we'll be able to get a fair number of levels in Victory Road. I wonder how easily we can get to 68. Okay. So what do we want to do here? I'll probably just Body Slam. Actually, I'm poisoned. That's actually not the worst thing. I'm actually going to steal Slash here. Because Slash will be slightly better damage, both against him and Execute. There's the level up. Slash is probably better against Ninetales too. Yep. Thunderbolt the Cloyster. Slash the Kadabra. And slash the Jolteon. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I think we should be able to easily get the levels we need without too much concern. I don't have any healing items. That might be something that bites us in the bum. We'll see. I took the bike away there. I put the bike into the bag because I don't like that little corner on the bike. Some of the cornering in this at 4 times game speed is real tricky. We're only an hour and 10, meaning that we might be right around an hour and 20? Hour 25, maybe? Or, should have saved before I use that, but you know what? I'm still gonna save. Okay. You can pick up 1 rare candy over here. I do have a second one available in the power plant. So if my plan does not work, as far as if we don't get enough experience or something here, we'll get another one. I think we just kind of start fighting everybody we see until we run into any issues. I do have an ether for training, which I have not used yet, actually. So I actually might not even need. 65. I don't know if Body Slam or Thunderbolt are better there. They're probably roughly the same. Our attack is slightly higher because of all the vitamins. Super Repel here and Strength again. I should actually be on a bike. Oop, bike. Almost used an extra Repel. That would have been bad. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to get to at least 67, I should just keep fighting all of the main people on the regular path we take. I will probably... I could probably beat the grass type cool trainer at the end. The water guy is going to be easy. We might need all of them to get the experience we need. Ah! Gen 1 miss. Level 66. Okay, so I do think we fight this guy. I think he has a Golduck and a Persian. Okay, that's easy enough for us to deal with. Cool. And then I'll just go up the ladder. I'm going to try not to go too far out of my own regular pathing here. I'm a little bit worried of the Parasect trainer, but I wonder if it's actually just a good idea to try to get the experience. I don't like the idea of Spore, but I do think that it might just make sense to just, in order to not worry about this trainer, just go straight into this battle. Okay, cool, a crit. Nice. Because then otherwise this battle's easy. We only will get 67 without adding in additional trainers here, looks like. So I might just go for 67. Ooh, are we going to get 67? Yes, we will. Okay. Do we get 2 levels by the time we beat Lance? I think so. We should get 2 levels. So let's bank on that for this one. Yeah, let's just bank on that. I don't actually need the ether then. Because Thunderbolt and Body Slam have good PP, we actually didn't really have too many issues with it. And I had an extra elixir if we ran into an issue in one of the training areas. It was pretty broken up though, so I don't think we're gonna have too much of a headache anywhere. All right, full restores, we need just to grab a few of those. All right, let's go ahead and move the full restores up to the top slot. We got the restoring items, and then where's my rare candy? Cool. All right, we have rest. We have rest. We have TM33. We already taught reflect. Okay, so we have rest, got reflect. We already got mimic. Cool, we're ready to go. This is kind of all the options we get. We don't get a ton of options. This should be enough for what we need, I think. And I think we just breeze through Lorelei. I don't think we even set up on Lorelei. The crit might be necessary there. I don't know. Body Slam the Jinx. And then Thunderbolt probably twice the Lapras. Nope, not even. We are plenty fine there. Easy sweep. Easy peasy. Just do our quick little heals and saves. Got Marowak Coals. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to reflect. Use as an X defend. We're going to mimic. Dig. We're going to use dig. Oh, he is playing us like a fool. Oh my gosh, and he gets a crit. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We're going to Thunderbolt the Hitmons. He's got 1 level already. We just need 1 more by the time we beat Lance, which should be very easily done. Ah, just barely survives. That's crazy. Thunderbolt the Machamp. Here we go. Full restore and elixir. Save again. Okay. Raichu overall feels pretty good. I do think this is a worse time than our final time with Pikachu, which is kind of hilarious. Ah. Oh, that was actually little. If you back up the stream, you'll actually see a Gen 1 glitch. Oh, here we go. We get another example. It hurt itself in confusion. The substitute took damage for enemy Gengar, which is actually a typo. And should not, that's not exactly what's happening. We're hitting ourselves in confusion. And so it's just like a little bit of a funny text gimmick of Gen 1 here. Thunderbolt. Body slam? Sure. Ah, I'm parried. I guess I maybe should just Thunderbolt it. I don't know if we one-shot either way there. At least we can't be put to sleep now. So now we can't be confused or put to sleep in order for that to work. Okay, we're level 69 right now. That actually might be the best time to rare candy. So let's plan a rare candy right there before Lance. We might still get 71, but since we're not going to be using any sort of like badge boosting, we should be absolutely fine there. Bye, Hiker. Indeed, Brad. Welcome in, by the way. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Gotta buy the Thunderbolt TM-Cols. Yeah, it's kind of a must, honestly. Body Slam is probably better here than... Oh, nice. Okay. Stay paired. Hyper Beam. That's not the worst thing. I think I just steal Ice Beam. Might as well. Don't love that I'm taking so much damage. I outspeed the Aerodactyl though by a lot. That's awesome. So I can just skip that last Carbos. I really don't need it. I'm outspeeding everything by a mile. Okay, Elixir. We can teach Rest now in the place of Body Slam. Let's actually save right there. I want to try this with Rest in the place of Body Slam. So I think that makes the most sense. Just see how this goes. If not, we'll reset, and that will reset back to us having Body Slam. Just to see how this goes. All right, so I think that we reflect, because Earthquake is gonna hit like a truck. We can steal his Earthquake because we kind of need something with really good damage. And then we could Earthquake here. Ooh, yeah, this might not work. I might need to just keep Body Slam. Yep. Nope. That is not the strat. We cannot use his Earthquake. That just doesn't, flat out, does not work. So, if we keep Body Slam, we could ditch Mimic for Rest. So we need to hit 3. Yeah. I think it's possible. I do need Rest for sure. So we're going to, even if I set up Reflect, we're going to take a serious amount of damage. If we're not able to steal his Earthquake, there's not much that's actually worth taking. So we'll just go Rest in the place of Mimic. Lock that in. This seems to be the way to win. No, I didn't take it, Coles. Frankly, I wanted to respect the fact that all the elemental... I didn't use Reflect there. He's fully parried, though. Okay. That was actually quite lucky. But I think if we had used Reflect, that would have worked out the same. Let me actually double check. Let me actually double check. I won't count that against Raichu. I really want to make sure that this is thoroughly tested, because this is the battle, I think, Giovanni and this one are the battles that make me the most scared. So if we reflect first turn, he can Earthquake. And then Body Slam. It could para, but doesn't always. Could para, doesn't. That's a little rough. We might need a couple of extra levels, and that scares me. I do think we might need 72, which means we need to get up from, instead of 53 before Giovanni, 55, which is totally doable. I want to check the ranges here, though. He's parried. He's fully parried. Fully parried. I want to find out the ranges, though. Give me the ranges. Yeah, that's so close. I think if I had 2 more levels or 3 more levels, I think that would be guaranteed. I sacked that one intentionally because I just want to see the ranges. Yeah, I think for the next one, I might go 2 more levels higher. We could go 3, and that would actually even help us more. But I think 2 is going to be a little easier to make happen. Because I think if he low rolls all 3 of them, or if we get a para, we do still... Yeah, no, not even a low roll, I don't think. I think a couple levels higher, maybe 3 levels. So that means we need to train up to 56 for Giovanni, which does mean both we need to fight everybody in Sylph and probably do more training in like the gyms. Oh, and he can crit. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll just save, instead of 1 rare candy, we'll save 2 or 3 or 4 rare candies right after Agatha. So we'll still go into the Elite Four at level like... Because we'll still use rare candies to get up to level 63 for Giovanni, which will put us in the same place. We'll get to 67 in Victory Road. And then we will start the Elite Four at level 67 still. But then we'll have extra rare candies before Lance battle. And that will make this battle a little bit better. If we have 3 levels, I think that guarantees this right here. Because I think we're close to what we need for surviving a 3-hit every time. Like here, I think we survive. Nope. Dang it. Cozy got Snorlax? Nice. Arden named it a Licky Tongue after Annie. I also did a joke that Annie's going to pull a pulverizing pancake on me. But for the funny, gonna name this MT. I love it. I'll be the Snorlax. I am happy with that. Body Slam. Crit. I know that we can get past him. Once we get past the Sand Slash, I'm not that concerned at level 70 for the rest of this battle. I think 73 is going to be the goal, so we can get this on first try and guarantee our damage rounding a little bit more. We got to be close. How many is that? Let's see. That is 74. Yeah, so probably 3 levels. 2 levels might be good enough. 3 levels should guarantee we survive. Yeah, because we're about 10 HP short. I think Coles is just playing through the Redfire ROM hack that I just released on Discord for early release before I make the video on the YouTube channel. So if you want to check out a ROM hack made by me... Oh, nice. We got lucky there. There we go. 2 crits. Because I think Body Slam just... Yeah, Body Slam just one-shots Alakazam. So we could just rest here, assuming that we're low health from the Sand Slash. And that'll put us in a place where we can just Body Slam this Executor. And I think from there, like, we're so safe. I would assume that nothing can really stop us now. Got the para. I love that. Pin Missile, not really anything. Yeah, the rest of this team, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. That is a first run of an hour 25-14 for Raichu that is slower than Pikachu's final time. But I do think that we're going to have some serious improvements for the next one. Might be able to squeeze out an hour and 10. Hour and 15, I think, is more likely. But I rest after 2 Earthquakes and Pokeflute. I'm not allowing any items in battle whatsoever for these challenges. So no Pokeflutes, no healing, nothing. That is why, Matt. GG's, we finally got our first playthrough. We're going to play this again, though, from the top with all of the optimizations we figured out. And I'll go over those in just a second. But to compare where this first attempt is sitting, this puts us behind Pikachu. We have an hour 25:14. That puts us right in front of Aerodactyl, which is a very old run and probably could actually even go faster than that. And about 2 minutes slower than Pikachu. Because no double team. Were you fishing, Coles? Indeed. They're all available. I was so lucky. Very nice, Coles. Okay, so yeah, so round number 2, I think we want to try and aim for an hour and 15 at worst. Hour and 10 maybe would be awesome. I don't know if that's super possible because I don't know what time we got to Champ. I don't think we were super far off an hour and 15, but we're going to be pretty close, I think, to whatever time we got to Champ is probably what time we're going to end second run at, I would bet, whatever that was. But to recap what we're going to do for the next one. So we're going to rerun this Raichu run again with all the optimizations. We need Brock at level 18. In order to do that, we're going to beat every single available trainer in the early game. Train in the forest until we're completely out of Thunder Shocks. Use up the other moves so we can go struggle against Lightyear's trainer. And that should get us an extra level. We heal and then keep training until we're ready for Brock. Misty is first thing when we get to Cerulean. Blue's not too bad once we have Mega Punch. He's fine enough, especially after the experience from Misty. No other training really between those because Mount Moon training is just not very good. We do need Seismic Toss in order to make the self-destructing hiker in Rock Tunnel a little bit easier. From there, it's pretty smooth sailing. We need to make sure to get Reflect, and this time get our Repels the first time we go to the Celadon Mart. That'll help us a little bit. We can do the most basic pass of the Rocket Hideout. We don't even need to get the other PP up in Celadon behind the tree. We can just skip that one. Not really necessary. We don't even need the Ether, according to what we experienced this time. We have a little bit more training, but we didn't even use it. I think our training is spread out enough. We don't use a ton of PP in one area. Yeah, Coles, it should be a 1%. Should be. It could be a 5 at most. But it should be a 1%. You're looking for Slowpoke? If they're popping up like crazy, that's a really funny. Hey, Gamer Fam, welcome in. But yeah, so let's see. So mid-game is all pretty straightforward. Erica can be right after Tower. She's not that bad. Koga should be after Sylph. Sylph is a majority of our training. We need at least level 43 for Rival 5. Where do we want the extra training? I think we get extra training on the water route and down to Cinnabar, and then a couple of trainers in the mansion and Blaine's gym. I think that's where we get our extra 3 levels. We just clear all the trainers in Blaine's gym as well as Giovanni's gym. And if we need a little bit more, we could go to Route 15. Not the best experience for Raichu, but a lot of Sylph is a little bit rough. So I don't really want to add any training in Sylph. We could try and train in Sabrina's gym a little bit. Even though I will get a little confused on my routing, I think, in there if we train too much in there. That means we need level 56 for Giovanni. And then we can use 7 rare candies instead of 10. Get an extra one in Victory Road. Clear out all the trainers we kind of would pass normally to get to 67. Get to Agatha, we get to level 69. Very nice. And we use 4 rare candies there to go up. Well, it would be 4? Yeah, we'll be 4 to go up to 73. That means we'll finish the last battle still at 73, and that'll be our level for Sandslash. That means that we should survive 3 hits with Reflect. We need to make sure we have Reflect, and we can use Body Slam to take it down. I don't think there's any world in which we 2-shot Alex Sandslash with anything except maybe we could do it at level 73 with Earthquake. Not super necessary because the rest of the team is bad. That is the plan for run number 2. Saying it all so it can get in my head and you guys can catch me if I miss something. Let me see your Pikachu shirt. I mean, sure. It's just a Pikachu shirt. He's cute. It's a really old shirt. It's nice and comfy. Skypey. Want to see the Pikachu tattoo? I don't have one. I definitely should, though. It's definitely been on my... I mean, I have a bleach one here that still needs to be added onto. And I was thinking maybe a shoulder for a Sugimori style art, like original art of Nidoking, Pikachu, Squirtle, maybe something like that. One day, I think it would be a pretty fun addition. Okay, but we need to reset this game and go all the way back down to 0 resets. I do need to, oh, no. Up, select B. Clear, save data. Different than Ironmon. Sometimes I do the wrong combination there. Okay. Cleared the saved data. All right, we're going to do another run. No nicknames on the second run. W shirt. Thank you, Gamer Fam. Yeah, so let's see. No nicknames. We're going to be just speed running this as much as possible. I'll try to pay attention to the chat as much as I can. But I'm going to be locked in trying to get Raichu an incredible time. Hopefully make it into the B tier. That'd be under an hour and 15. That's the goal. I want to be at least a tier above Pikachu, right? I mean, there's still a chance we end up in the same tier as Pikachu, but hopefully not. All right. Let's do this. Let's go. Raichu time. If the Brock section of the game wasn't so horrendous, I think Raichu could be really, really good. Found Slowpoke, good calls. And you caught the Squirtle, I love it. All 3 starters are available in the later encounters in the wild. So good luck finding all of them, because they are all 1% encounters. Do you collect cards? I do. They're all packed away already. I have a whole binder. I showed actually some of them back on an old stream because Good actually found some of them for me in storage, dug them out, and found all of my... I have some original cards from the 99 sets, including some from the fossil packs. I have a bunch of old trainer cards and energies too that are from the original era, as well as all the Pokemon cards of the actual Pokemon I liked and I kept, just because I was really OCD kind of as a child, and I wanted to actually keep all of these as many of these things as possible, and they survived to this day for the most part. Yeah, I was pulling the TCG packs for the Scarlet and Violet or Scarlet playthrough, that Nuzlocke, so I have quite a few of those. Yeah, lock in, bro. See you later. Sounds good, Gamer Fam. I will. Oop. Do I one shot this? Yes. Okay. 7. Perfect. Save. Save there in case we have one reset. If I reset once to Blue or to Brock, totally fair. Actually, Brock I might just push through no matter what, because okay. Eevee. There we go. He's paired. Yeah. I should para first turn. Okay. Come on. So Thundershock the Spearow, and then Thunder Wave the Eevee first turn. Thunder Wave. Fully parried. There we go. Give us the advantage as much as we can. Lovely. Didn't even take any damage. It's crazy. Okay. What a difference if you actually play it right. Team is complete. Very nice, Coles. Very nice. There are some really good encounters available just walking around. So you might change your mind. You can buy 3 Pokeballs again here. 8 potions. 2 antidotes and a paralyzed heal. That uses all of our money, but now we have additional Pokeballs for the forest since we're not guaranteed to catch in the forest. I will not pick up any of the potions. I don't think they were necessary at all. We ended up just selling them anyway. Let's go. Do you have a Pikachu? No, I have a Raichu. Even better. Can't believe packs we bought back in the day for $3 are worth hundreds. I know, right? It's kind of wild. Like, I would never have guessed back then that they would be worth anything. And I wish that I had taken better care of some of the ones that I have now lost to the ether, because like it would have been so cool to have more of the sets from 98 and 99. Oh, you're welcome, Skypey. I'm happy to name Pokemon after viewers, especially members like you. I'm more than happy to do that. I'm excited you guys are as pumped about the playthroughs as I am. Okay, Pokeball? Nope. Yeah, there we go. We got the Pidgey. We got him. I didn't know if we'd actually be able to do that. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay. Now we just got to get out of here. Remember, MT nerfed Mr. Psychic, taking away his willing replacing Psychic with Calm Mind. I had to. If all the trait evolutions are available now and you can get an Alakazam early, I can't give you Psychic early. That's just one too far. Although, to be fair, he still, I guess Mrs. Psychic now gives you also still a very good TM. Let's heal up real quick. I don't think we really need it, but just in case. Sometimes I'm a little overcautious. Now we train until we run out of everything. And we're level 12. This is exactly good enough for the Light Years Trainer. We have to use up all of our moves because we are not going to be able to hit with anything we have currently. So just got to get rid of all of this. Get rid of Growl. 40 Growl is really rough to get rid of. Vermilion City music is always so cheerful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Done with Growl. Thunder Wave. Get rid of all the Thunder Waves. It might not make a huge difference to do this once, because like I said, it does take like 30 or 40 seconds at least just spamming out these moves. But Light Years Trainer is worth several wild Pokemon for each of his 2 Pokemon. So it probably comes out pretty similarly. And I have to go back and heal anyway, so I guess might as well, right? Might as well. But that we'd have to do like some really deep dive comparison to see what's actually better. And I don't really do that in this format. I'm just trying to make 2 runs, play it as any of you guys would be able to, for the most part, you know. Toss the Pokeball. I will save it for him just in case. But it should be easy. Just remember, Slowpoke has a higher special attack than special attack. That is very true. He's not a great special attacker. But if he can calm that mind... Oh, yeah, he's able to beat us there. Do I not get 13 this time? That could make actually a big difference, it looks like. Let's see. So you're saying I might need... No, I don't need a crit. I just need better damage ranges. Yeah, not having level 13 there was actually a detriment, but whatever. We just got to keep on keeping on. It uses special moves in Little Cup, though. I mean, doesn't it get Calm Mind? I mean, that alone make special moves pretty darn solid. Pidgeotto, yes! Let's go! All right, now we get to level 18 as quickly as possible. Just grinding wild experience. The funny thing about Redfire is that because of the gym reworks and the new order of things, they naturally kind of prepare you for the next gym a little bit better than they probably should, which is a really funny coincidence. Like, I kind of conceptually knew that a lot of the gyms in Pokemon are super effective against the gym before them. Like, Misty would be super effective against Brock if they were to fight. But when you reverse the gym order, it actually kind of really benefits the player, which is why I wanted the difficulty curve to be pretty intense for gyms and really still have them be a challenge, because you feel like you're pretty well prepared for the next gym in order. Like Sabrina now giving Psychic really prepares you for Koga. And Erica for, oh, I guess Lorelei now for Giovanni. Giovanni for Blaine, that sort of thing. Oop, hi, Raichu. I didn't need me to talk to you. I definitely am going to need to heal. If it's like last time, it ended perfectly with me level 18 right at the end of the training with only a couple of Thunder Shocks to spare. I'm hoping that our experience is going to be very, very similar because that was so perfect. But I am fearful that it might not. And the only way to force it to be a better experience heal, actually I might still need 2 heals, is to like skip certain encounters and only fight other encounters that are better experience. But then you're just walking around more, so it's not really worth. I really just want to knock out everything I can find immediately and not be searching for specific things. All right, 15. We still need to get to 18. I do think that's another, at least one more heal. Looking at it, because levels get pretty rough pretty quickly here. They start taking a long time or real fast. Especially if you're a slow growth rate. I don't mean to talk to you, I'm sorry. You don't love me yet anyway. You don't have the hearts. Okay. Metapods are good. Pidgey's not super good, but kind of good. Higher level ones are better. The higher the level, the more experience. Like this. I'm scared with the early bide. Yeah, that's definitely scary. An early bide just immediately makes it not work. So that is, if we see a bide like first turn, we just have to give up immediately pretty much. I probably will actually. If he genuinely first turn bides with Onyx, I'll just reset. Just because there's no way we can start off with a first turn bide. If he, at least, as long as he doesn't first turn bide, I'm willing to play it out. Even if he does bide fairly early. But it's not an easy battle by any means. A late bide is actually beneficial, but an early bide is not. It's quite bad. I think it was like 18 minutes or something we were at Brock last time. So hopefully we can get a little bit better than that. 2 resets already. 1 to blue, 1 to light years trainer. Not ideal. At least they're not the longest resets in the world. They didn't take a ton of real time. So that's beneficial. This early game is just really not optimal for Raichu. It just is unfortunately how it is. But it's what we need to do to prepare for the best possibility. I guess I could heal once and then go fight Light Years Trainer a little bit later. There's really no harm in that because I do have 1 extra heal at level 15-ish, which will benefit us against Light Years Trainer to be going in at level 14 or 15 with struggle. I could see that being beneficial instead of spamming out on that first one. Well, you know. You'll live and learn. Okay, so this hopefully gets us to 18 then on this heal. So as long as we keep getting good experience yield Pokemon like that, not like this, but we'll still knock it out because why run is still experience. It's just going to slow us down. Level 5 Caterpies are better. Level 8 Pidgeys are fantastic. Give me another Pidgeotto, actually. I already used my Water Pulse TM for Gyarados, so Slowpoke's stuck with Water Gun till Surf. I think that's totally fair. It's good enough. Good enough for what you need for the most part. I mean, there's a lot of ground rock types, and those just will melt either way. Ooh, yep, yeah, okay. Feel like we're on a pretty good path here. We need higher level Pokemon, though. I said higher level Pokemon, not level 3 Caterpies. Oh my gosh. I really want another Pidgeotto, come on. That's at least better. Give me the experience. Good sir. Not you! Get out of here. At least the level 4 Caterpies are at least 30 experience. Hey, level 6! That's the max level of a Caterpie here. Okay, come on. Ah, level 4. I tried to guess based on just the level. I mean the level, the HP. Try to guess its level. When it pops up on the card. Yeah, level 4. It's gonna be close, I think. We got a couple of level 3 Caterpies, and those aren't very good yield. Come on. Oh, it's gonna be cutting it pretty close. Level 8, good. We only have 3 more. God, it's gotta be good Pokemon now. Better than a Caterpie. Level 6 Caterpie, okay. I need to find something really good experience. Come on. Stop with the level 3 Caterpies. I don't know how close we are. Level 8 Pidgey, come on. It's not enough. We're not even that close. Ah, that's a bummer. Oops. I stepped to the side for some reason. That's a bummer. We didn't even get that close. I really want the growls, though. That's rough. I wish they had an experience bar like the other games. I know, right? I would really like that. They actually added that for Yellow Legacy. I just really think that we needed Growl for Brock. I think it's genuinely going to be kind of beneficial. I mean, at least overtraining is going to be not super great, but like not the end of the world either. We will lose about 30 seconds here, I think, to get rid of these. Actually, maybe about a minute. That's pretty rough, but that's the unfortunate thing. We got to get rid of 20 more Thunder Shocks. 19. Might even get on a whole nother level almost here. Might get level 19 in the middle of the battle, which might be good to help guarantee it. Because I'd rather spend the time here if it guarantees instead of resetting at Brock more than once. Because if we reset more than once to Brock, it's kind of GG's. So we needed like one of our Pokemon had to be another Pidgeotto to get that, I think. And I don't think we can bank on that. We already got one Pidgeotto, which was really lucky. So I think that we genuinely have to probably heal partway through one of the training sessions here in the forest. Just so we come back with like 15 PP, you know, and heal. Hey, Fruitful, welcome in. Faster to buy an ether, maybe? You can't buy ethers, unfortunately. There's no way to restore your PP at this point in the game. So you have to just grind it out or just give up on it, unfortunately. Better version of Pokemon Yellow? Absolutely. Got Raichu, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Yeah, we lost about a minute more than we needed to, which is really unfortunate, but it's how it goes here. Okay, Caterpie. We need Metapod, it's a Pidgey. Now I need a Metapod. Pidgey. Metapod. Pidgeotto, now you show up. I need a Metapod to spam out my moves. There he is. Hey, buddy. Ooh, my hands are getting sweaty. They often do in the second runs because I'm really trying to push for a good result. Let me just spam out the growls. SMT, I see you nerfed my first fight. No AI, no Slowbro. Won't set up Calm Mind and Soft Sand instead of Thick Club on Marowak. Yes. I felt like your team was maybe a little overpowered. I had to nerf you slightly. Because you can go over there quite early. Thick Club is a pretty insane item, honestly. For the level difficulty of the area. And so I didn't want to do that, unfortunately. It should have AI though. It might have a standard trainer AI though, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, let's go. Brock time. Let's go, Brock. Let's go. We're actually going to struggle terribly against Brock. Oh, one more. Save. Let's struggle terribly. Okay, growl once, and then struggle. Struggle. If he misses a tackle, we'll be happy. Nope. Oh, in fact, he survives on one. Oh, we get a level, though. Okay, nice. Bind, which is annoying, but at least it's not bide. Okay, the bind is actually a problem slightly. Ooh. Okay, there we go. We're past Brock. Finally. That's pain. Okay. Whew. Yeah, that is not an ideal fight, but we have to take it. We only get 2 runs in this format. That is the kind of design of the format. Some Pokemon get a 3rd run if they really deserve it, but we're not. For this series, I really want to make it so you can play through and follow what's going on, understand, even if you were to try to replicate this on your own, it doesn't require any, to show the Pokemon cards on my side, it does require some additional software. But I know that some Scott's Thoughts, they'll use the RBY Experience Router, which is a really cool software to really dial in exactly what fights you need where and to build a very specific route, which I think is really cool. He does a fantastic job of it. Honestly, if you want to see some super optimized Pokemon play, he plays all the way up through Gen 5 now, I think. I think he started playing some Black and White on the channel. He's got some great stuff if you want to see crazy optimized speedruns. Thundershock, be gone. In fact, he just hosted a community race with Mew that I submitted a run for about right around 36 minutes through the entire game. The best speedrun I've ever done. I was so happy with that. I do want to eventually return to Mew for the channel and actually try to replicate that with my software and my my little quirks to my rule set. I don't even check for bad moves. Really, Coles? That's interesting. I didn't realize that the default, I guess, for that trainer class I picked for you doesn't even have that. I thought you did. My apologies. Although your second battle is much tougher, so maybe that's a good chance for you to redeem yourself. Maybe it shows more character growth between the two, so that when you come back in future installments, you can be extra overpowered as a future trainer. Okay. Oh, I need to actually teach Mega Punch right away for this next upcoming battle. Place a growl. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So many Zubats. They are everywhere. Shoo, dude. Hi, dude. Okay, I didn't want you to come back. Go wait. Paris. Okay. Mega Punch. Mega Punch. Thundershock. Smog, no poison. Lovely. Don't Fossil. Let's go. Let's freaking go, Team Rocket. All right, we're going to Mega Punch this time on Ekans and Meowth, as we learned before. It's more ideal. There we go. Quicker battle there. Some time saved. Okay. We're now going to be a pretty steep curve to try to beat our last time on most of the remaining time here. We're having existential crisis. I guess that's true. Yeah, I thought about it. I deeply considered it, honestly, because it would be cool. However, with Flamethrower and Ice Beam intentionally being locked like behind the game corner, which I think is a good move for the difficulty curve of the game, because I do want it to be extra challenging. Oh! Staryu survives, actually. That apparently is a roll. Yeah, Bubble Beam doesn't do too much there either. It's actually not bad at all. The X defend on the second turn really helped us there. Okay, Rare Candy. And we are to Rival 2 before 25 minutes, which might be a little faster. Might be a little slower. I'm not really sure. With the Rival now figured out, it does mean that we have to do more training, which obviously is unfortunate. Nice crit there. Nice crit. Okay. That's fantastic. Let's go. But we're going to have to do more training, which definitely is going to add a couple of minutes training, which is unfortunate, but it fixes the rival battle, and we want some form of consistency. We don't want to be just rolling for a crit or getting the para and then the Sandslash being parried. That's not really the goal here. The goal is what do we have to do for a Pokemon Raichu in this instance to be able to beat the game consistently. Like, you know, it needs to actually be at least convincing enough that it actually is doing a good job at the game, not just surviving, if that makes sense. I think Mega Punch here on the Mankey. All right, Mega Punch. Thunder Shock. And Charmander. Boom. Second team member, or second HM Pal acquired. Required, not really. Acquired, yes. Nice. Mega Punch there. Mega Punch. Mega Punch. And Mega Punch. Lovely. Gonna quickly potion, because I actually haven't potioned yet. Maybe like once. Okay. Navigate all of that. Thundershock here instead. Oh, nice crit. Defense curl is actually a little obnoxious. That's fine. There we go. Go, Raichu, go fast as you can through these battles. I think we just Thundershock and Thundershock. Sure. Yeah, that works. Okay. We're going to teach that right away. Place Abide. Ah. Hey, Brandon, welcome back. We are just pretty early, not exactly just starting, but pretty early in the second run. And Raichu struggled a little bit on Brock again. maybe even got a slightly worse time on Brock because of some bad timing on heals. I was going off of how it worked out last time. It did not work out quite the same with the training against Brock, so we maybe lost about a minute over there, which is unfortunate. But we are cruising through the training here, and we're headed toward Vermilion now, which is very nice. Run, Raichu, run! Okay, let's heal up. I don't think it makes any sense to do any additional training in this section of the game because we just don't have any real issues with Surge. Nice crits. Get out of here. Be going. Ah. Hey, I canceled the dialogue though. Look at that. Okay, there we go. Be gone, Pidgeys. We'll buy him, we'll buy him, we'll buy him. I also could... well, I couldn't really. I could invest in more irons. I'd have to give up proteins, or I would have to do the rocket hideout to get more money, and I don't even know if that would make a big enough difference for the champion battle at the level we were at before. So I do think that it makes the most sense to just go for an additional 3 levels to like really lock it in. Maybe 2 would be fine. I think 3 will lock it in though. We could also go to the power plant. Yeah, I think I will do that. I don't know where I was going there for a second. All right, please knock out this time. Yes, crit. Nice. And that gets us body slam. Place a mega punch. Let's freaking go. All right. All right. That is everything on the ship that we need to do. Do we need a potion? I guess a little bit. Sure, why not? Let's go. Body slam. I don't think I one-shot. Maybe I do. Nope. Sand attack. But we didn't miss. Okay. Sand attacks are the worst thing to happen to us in the early battles of Gen 1. They're terrible. All right. Level 28 is a perfect place to be at for Surge. I vaguely remember Coles, the lore of Magnet Cove. I think if I was to sit and think more on it, I would probably remember it better. But at the moment, kind of not really, honestly. Okay. Go, potion. Nope, don't even need it. Save. Although there's not a good chance that not anything bad happens here. So I remember that your character dug out Magnet Cave, right? Or Magnet Cove, excuse me, not cave. How could I call it Magnet Cave? Specifically, it's Magnet Cove. Thunderbolt in the place of Thunder Wave. Keep Seismic Toss. All right, let's go. And give me the bike voucher. Also hilarious that the bike's selling for like $1 million Poké-Dollars. And then you can just get a voucher that just makes it free. Oh, the power of the 1%, even in the Pokemon universe. All right, dug it out from the frustration and brought Magnemites from the power plant too there. Yes, I do remember that part. Oh, not potion. Need to go here first and get the actual bike before I do that. Okay. Yep. Bike, and cut. I don't think there was any issue here. I think we just go straight into this battle. Got some banger music. All right, I could switch now to Thunderbolt being my main move. I need to reorganize my moves a little bit. Oh, there we go. Thunderbolt. All right, we are to Rock Tunnel. Actually, don't know where this compares to the last attempt. I do feel like we have improved some things and obviously not improved other things. Use a repel and bring it up here. Well, I want those potions as well. Bone Club doesn't actually do as much as I would fear. Although I do want potions. Right, says Killer. Raichu is doing very well. A bit fitting that I have the existential breakdown of the power plant perfectly leading to me to start to dig and bring the Magnemites. I love that it works out very well. That's kind of what I was aiming for when I was writing it. That was weird that it ended so early. I must have had a pretty bad routing in some of that. Very specific route. Then I can fight the self-destructing hiker. Just be nice. There's the self-destruct. We can take one more of those if we have to. Nope, okay. I think we're safe then. We're fine. Look at that. Fantastic. All right, so we do still have a lot of training ahead of us, but we've gotten through the worst of the early game. Now, this is smooth sailing in the mid game here. But we do need to get a few extra levels. Which does seem to me require that I maybe train in... Erica's gym doesn't really work out great for us. Maybe a little bit, but honestly, I think it's going to set us back more. That's going to help. Terrible routing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up there. There's the elixir. And the nugget. Let's go. Okay. Let's heal, because we have to heal here to reset our location. So when we dig, we can return here instead of the Cerulean Pokemon Center, because that would be really bad before we get Fly. Coles was saying, also like how Magneton between the two fights only changes in one move. That's the unfortunate part of Magneton in Gen 3, huh? Electric Pokemon in general have a pretty rough time in early generations of Pokemon. They just don't get a ton of available moves, and it really hurts them, especially in Gen 1. Because they just really struggle versus like Giovanni and the Sandslash. They could be just, honestly, quite terrible. Very easily with even pretty good play. Super Pal 10 TM33. All right. Give me 2 Pokédolls, not Firestones, and fresh water. Do we still get? Nope, I don't. Okay. What did I sell last time? I didn't. Yes, I don't know. I don't know. But we can just get some TMs here, and that'll give us what we need for 3 items. Okay, 3 vitamins. So we could sell TM13 and TM48. Now we can buy 2 protein and an iron. And then we can give these to Raichu to increase the stats that we're going to be using heavily in the late game, especially champion battle. All right, there we go. Errand's done. Buff up that Raichu. He's got to get real buff. All right. Fly, go here. Did I get another freshwater? I did. Good. I did it right. I did it. Okay. And I got all the items I was actually supposed to get that time. We're just gonna cruise. I'm just gonna go. Thunderbolt is fine there, probably. Body slam. Ugh. You're low level, then you're still scary. Actually, lock in a save real quick, because I do know that the ghosts can be a bit of a bother. Super repel. Okay, Thunderbolt. Buff Chew. Indeed, this is the Buff Chew. See how round his back sprite is? He's very buff. HP up as well, just for good measure. If we survive on 1 in the champion battle, it's worth. All right. 38 minutes feels decent for Raichu at this point. Raichu is definitely not one that's set up very well to get under an hour. Like, get into like the S tier. Unfortunately, with that early game, it's just too rough. Like the other Pokemon who was in the first fight against Coles in the ROM hack, Dragonite had a complete overhaul from hyper offense to stall, but Magneton the Ace just got more annoying like me. That's hilarious, Coles. We love you here. I'm glad that you like the battles though. I think we've worked really well to like make something very functional for those fights, and I'm very happy with where we landed on it. I'm gonna use the PP up here, actually on Body Slam. What am I doing? No bicycle? All right, Erica, you're up. We're gonna save again right here. We're going to fight this trainer and then Erica. Nice. The True Gloom. Lovely. Crit. Nice. Free battle, no damage. I really like that. Let's go. I probably could have fought one more trainer in here. I just don't really want to risk too much damage and such, because I do think that this is not the cleanest fight necessarily, depending on luck. Yeah, we've got a defense drop, which does boost our offense, but does make us take more damage. Nice health. Love it. Gotta love that nice HP. Pokemon, cut the tree. Get me out of here. Okay. Now, I do think that we should probably do a little additional training on Bike Route as well. Does it make a lot of sense, or just add the fishing? Maybe just add the fishing. Because I don't think that this is like the greatest place for experience yield if we're already getting all of the good experience. But we fought this guy before. Facade and Shedskin do not go well together. That is true. That is very true. I didn't really think about that either. Woo! That was a pretty juicy crit there. I'll just max potion right now. I might actually catch some of the, not catch, but like fight some of the trainers. Catch the view of the trainers that are fighting types on this route. Because they are decent experience, and actually probably better than most of Blaine's gym for experience deals, but there's only a couple of them that are that way. And it's this guy. First up. Boom. Whoa, he survives the body slam. Not great for us, but I think we two hit this guy anyway, so I'm just going to use body slam there. I think this one is Also a case for body slam. So I think we two-shot no matter what. Oh, we crit. Lovely. Avoid this guy. Fight this guy. Hey, Friedel, welcome in. I suppose all that bad experience. Well, I mean, there's like inefficient experience, right? That's what makes it bad. Some trainers have very inefficient experience yield, and it does not help us much at all to be wasting time fighting trainers that don't give us hardly any. For Thunderbolt, there we go. Fight me, random dude. You know, the real reason Pokemon isn't having new episodes with Ash Ketchum is Pikachu must have finally evolved. They just don't want to show us what really happened. I think that we actually got some really good experience here. Also got a max elixir just for funsies. Probably should have used an elixir. Well, actually, this is fine. Oh, okay. Level 40. Nice. Give me that good old antidote. There we go. All right, we're level 40 now instead of 38 there. So it does help us out a little bit. And then we can use the ocean routes for even more. So we do probably still need a decent amount of experience, but I think there's like one specific swimmer that's decent experience over there, as well as the fisherman. I might actually even fight one or two guys in the mansion because there'll be good experience yields as well. Up. Bad routing. Gold teeth. And give me surf. Okay. Nice. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Step back to Saffron. Okay. Nice. We're in a really good spot. Okay. 10th floor. Let's go. But I don't need to get 2 Shadow Ball Flamethrower and a T-Bolt. TM grinding is much less cruel. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. 2 Shadow Balls probably does take a lot of money. How much is that from the Game Corner? Because those are Game Corner teams, aren't they? Shadow Ball? Okay, not this one, but this one. Fight you. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. Everything, Thunderbolt. Are you unable to set Pikachu free in vanilla Pokemon Yellow? No, you can set him free, I think. He screams, though, whenever you put him in the PC. It's terrible. Protein. Okay, this is a calcium, which I can also toss. That, I can get calcium. There we go. Fight me. Body slam. Sonic boom. You fool, I win. Oh my gosh, he barely survives. Okay, level 41. From what I remember, fight this guy. Body slam. Thunderbolt. Body slam. Parad, tackle, silly goose. He is pure electric type, the Magnemite and Magneton in Gen 1, which is why I'm using Body Slam. Okay, we actually have to fight everybody on this floor, so might as well just try to get ahead of that right now. You know what? I'll Thunderbolt you instead, just to prove a point. Another elixir. Fight me, random dude. Oh, I should have been using Thunderbolt on coughing and wheezing. Their special is lower than their defense. They're actually very defensive. Got Dragonair Coals? Very nice. Alright, there's the card key. We are almost the level we were when we got to the rival last time. I think we were 43. So I think that we're on a pretty good record here. But I do want to try and max before I heal. Like, max my experience before we heal. 43. Can I get to 45 then in here? I might be able to. Close to. Maybe 44, actually. Do-do-do-do. Nice. Get this guy now. I didn't get anybody on floor 4 who I was supposed to fight. Not that that was the best experience healed anyway. I don't have any room for items. Do 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 do. Do do do. Body slam, body slam. Body slam. Do I have something I can toss real fast? Oh, I can use a protein. There we go. Like this guy and then the electrode guy, that puts us about where we were last time. And shouldn't really need us to heal before rival, probably, because we have lots of healing items. We have to go back to the room. Please, just don't attack. Hey, use Sonic Boom. Curse you. Okay. In that case, I guess I'll have to use Hyper Potion. Save. Okay. We go! Let's go! Okay. Body Slam. Body Slam. Parried, fully parried. Nice. Body Slam again, I guess the Ninetales. Why not? Okay. Down. Level 45. There it is. And we just destroy the rest of this team. Get out of here, you fools. Can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. There's my max potion. I should use that before Giovanni, but I don't think I'm even going to take a single point of damage here. That's my bet. Funny thing, when I did my overworld sprite, the base was actually the Pokemon clerks, not Bill. Oh, really? Coles. I mean, Bill was the closest that I found to it, but that's really funny that, like, you weren't even basing it on that at all. I was kind of weighing on what to give you, but I mean, that seemed like the most fun. The most unique. There we go. And we are out of here. Let's dig. Let's go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I actually need to fly. We don't want to fight Sabrina yet. We're going to go to Koga first because we need the speed boost to outspeed the Alakazam at the current moment. Let's save. Fight the extra trainers here. We still need to get to 56, which is actually a decent distance away, which isn't great. But I don't really want to fight the Sandslash trainers in here. So we're going to try to get the experience from surfing and from Cinnabar. I think it just makes more sense. Doo-doo. Very easy battles. Love it. Last one, and then Koga. Save here just in case something happens, but should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Pokemon clerks already had the brown hair, orange aprons, and blue shirts, so that was easy to convert. Oh, that makes sense. I think we crit the first two Venonats again. We actually one-shot the last one. Nice, there we go. Very easy against Koga. That's wild. That was a breeze. Okay, 52 minutes. We are cruising onward here. And let's teach Surf and Strength to Squirtle in that order because we want Strength to be on the top of the menuing, so we can just do that. And then we can go to Saffron. I'm going to have to heal real quick because I do need to fight the fighting dojo now. Let's also grab the bike. Let's go to Copycat. Got magnets on? Very nice, Coles. Very nice. All right, let's go beat up some black belts. I'm guessing this will actually only put us about 1 level ahead now. We were 2 levels ahead on the bike route, but that level advantage starts to get lost a little bit as you level, which is why some areas are just not worth the training, because you might get a little bit of experience, but if it doesn't make a whole level of difference between fighting some trainers and not, there's no point to it, right? That's, I guess, what it comes down to. Bam, bam, bam. We'll still be level 50 here, I think, which might be slightly... I think we were going into the last battle at 49, but maybe I'm incorrect about that. Oh, no, I'm still level 49. Never mind. Okay. So I need to go top right portal, or teleport pad. Top right teleport pad. I'm going to fight this guy because he'll probably be pretty decent with Slowbro. Okay, that one. Bottom right now. Okay. Bottom right. I will skip the ghost lady, and then I need to do bottom left. That should take me here. Okay. Save. And let's just go. All right. Those are some good trainers there. Let me just body slam everything out of the way here. And at this point, we can skip the rest of the Carboses. Going forward, we're so high level. That is no concern. We didn't even take a single point of damage. Hilarious. Okay. Dig. Get me out of here. Let's go to... Actually, I should heal, because I'm actually going to go train a little bit. Because I should actually try to get to 54 right now. And we can do that over here. I think this other fisherman is kind of a joke, so I'll skip him. I'm pretty sure there's a swimmer farther down that has better experience yield. These Sea Kings are great experience, though. It's awesome. It's one of these two. Let's just fight both of them. Seadra, perfect. And Tentacruel, thank you for the experience. Tentacruel, do you also have a Tentacruel? Just 2 tentacles. Okay, so yeah, you're not the guy. It was the other guy. Oh, he has a Tentacruel too. There you go. Decent. And one more. I think he has a Starmie. Yeah, Staryu Starmie. This is worth... Or Starmie War Turtle. Sorry, War Turtle. Ah, I misremembered. There we go. Okay. Don't think we need Thunderbolts in here, so I'm just going to move forward. Ah, no more room for items. No, we want that. That's Mimic. We don't want this. Okay, Calcium. Oop. And we do want this Iron. Oop. Ah! We're actually going to skip the Carbos, though, so I'm actually going to use those right away. Calcium. Iron. Okay, not this guy. He's pretty bad experience yield. Like, he's fine. This guy's better. And the last guy's quicker to defeat. That guy's better experience yield, though, so let's do that. Skip that. We don't need the Carbos. We're so fast now. Excuse me, good sir. And we fight this last guy, I guess, probably. Might as well. Magnemite's not great experience, but the Electrode is not bad. And it's a quick fight. Oh, he actually survives. 53. So I need one more full level, roughly. Right? Do I have all of the... Did I skip this one? Yeah, I skipped this one. I'm silly goose. Okay. We can dig. All right, so this means we are ready for Blaine's gym. However, we need at least 3 more levels. At least 2 more. 3 more is optimal. I think I'm gonna need all the experience here to get to that level that I need. We'll just keep training until we get to that level. Not great yields on these trainers, but we will take it. So at least the training is not too out of the way. And you can talk to them instead of getting in front of them. Oh, I could, yeah, in Sabrina's gym, that's right. I kind of did that in a very ineffective way. To save a few seconds, I could have just walked up to talk to them. I'm hoping that by the Rapidash here, we're going to have enough to... Oh, there we go. I'm actually going to still fight this guy because I do think this Rapidash, because it is quick experience, is worth. These guys are pretty bad experience yields. So we'll skip them. Okay. Do I have... Oh, I have 2 full restores. Let's just do that. Yeah, okay. Save. Go! Go, go, go! Flamethrower, not too bad. We're so buff. Raichu is just so beefy. Absolute beefcake over here. Look at that. Easy peasy. Level 55. So I need 1 more level, actually, only. That's great. Okay, so we can dig out of here. Viridian, let's go heal. Then we gotta fight some trainers, use 7 rare candies, then we can fight Giovanni finally. And we don't want to teach Mimic or Reflect until after we're done training, because Seismic Toss is nice for these Rhyhorns. Although I think Body Slam might do a similar amount, quite honestly. Let's see, does this give us... No way this gives us 56 already. Yeah, not probably that close either. Yeah, okay. Yep, okay, so I'm going to fight this guy, and then there's a black belt up here I can fight. I think at that point it'll be perfect. Oh no, that's perfect right there. Would you look at that? I was expecting to fight this guy. Well, that works out pretty handy dandy. I will go heal though. A little bit of damage in this battle actually could be quite detrimental because we do have to make it to the end of the battle without bad times. And I might actually reflect first turn here too. Reflect, place of Thundershock, and then Mimic in place of Seismic Toss. And then we have Rest for later, right? Right? Where's my rest? Huh? What? Did I not get rest? Oh, that's bad. Hold up, that's bad. Actually, it made me even go into the battle without using my rare candies. Uh-oh, Pesquetios. That puts us in a really bad place, actually. Why? Did I just not pick it up? Did I go through that whole battle and just not pick it up? Oh, no. I hate that. We're going to have to see how this goes. Flex. Mimic. Earthquake. Well, I can't actually hit an earthquake now because dig. Okay. Thunderbolts. Earthquake. Whoa, it survives? It did not survive before. Okay, that gets a crit. This is a 2-shot. Woohoo! Spicy, but we made it. Not having rest is an abomination. Okay, everyone's level 30. Very nice, Coles. This means that this run could be real rough, because I think rest might be required for champion. See how this goes. We're going to mimic slash. 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 There we go. Okay. So we still need to get to level 67 in... just send it. We're just going to send it. We're going to need some serious luck against the champ, I think, now. Which is unfortunate. I don't know if I sold it at some point or like what happened there, but like, because I cleared that battle. Did I just not pick it up? Because that's crazy if I did that. Half my team is weak to ice, but who's counting? Lorelei might be counting, Coles. Remember, you have an actual important battle with a lot of ice moves for once in Kanto. I mean, Lorelei is also, I guess, always an important battle, but she's so late game that you can prepare for her so much. Super Repel and Strength. Okay, let's go. We will be a much higher level, so maybe that will make it so we can actually get through this without totally crying in pain. Do 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 do. Nice. Do 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 do. 65. Do 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 do. Oh. Okay. Use another Super Repel. And also another Strength from Squirtle. Okay. Fight me, random dude. Meant to go up one more block, but this is fine. So this guy, this Psychic Trainer right here, the guy with the Golduck, and then the last 3 trainers on the next floor should put us exactly at 67. According to last time, which worked out really beautifully. That's 66. Ah! I was trying to talk to him from the right side, and I overthought it. I'm just going to full restore as well while I'm in the menu. Because we do have a couple more battles to go. Do 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 do. I forgot the metal balls, huh? Actually, I should just stay on the bike. What am I doing? So I'm not trying to dodge this fight. Just go for it. The Magneton will probably crush the Lorelei battle. Oh, the slash did such pathetic damage. It's crazy. Unfortunate. He just gets bodied by the Raichu. We're too powerful for him. Okay, so it should be this guy. That should get us to 67 perfectly, right? And this time... Yep, perfect. With extra rare candies to spare. Oop. Okay, there we go. off to the Elite Four. We could be looking at an hour and 15, slightly less if we get insane luck at champion, because without rest, we are in danger. Magneton swept. Only issue was Jinx because of the sleep. Yeah, Jinx is a little annoying. Very well played, though. Very nice. Okay. I'm still just befuddled by the fact that I completely did not bring rest. But you know. Okay, there we go. Do do do. Do 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 do. Dodrio's super good. I really wanted Dodrio to be earlier because point of Red Fire is obviously to scramble the game, like where everything's a little bit backwards. So I wanted some late game encounters earlier in the game. Just stuff that I feel like is never really utilized because just like they're so late in the game that you just don't really want to train one up again. You know, when it comes time to actually... Ooh, can we actually make this work? There we go. When it comes to actually use them, you don't want something that's like way under leveled. Also, the Lapras you get, the gift Lapras is leveled up slightly. The fossils are leveled up, like all the late game stuff, because just training late game, that's... I don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? I don't want the grind when you get something level 15, like at the end of the game, and it's like, you know, oh gosh, right? Will he make it? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh wait, never mind, wrong show. I love it. Bam, 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 bam. Trumpets blare. Okay, we just have to Thunderbolt. It's kind of the only thing we can do here. It's parried, nice. Get out of here, Gengar. Whoa, we Gen 1 missed a Thunderbolt. 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 Well, that does one-shot the Arbok. We should just be going for Thunderbolt there every time. Dream Eater, you fool! And there's the perfect level 69. Nice. That means we can use all of our rare candies here to get the maximum effect out of them. Boom, boom, boom. And that gives us a 73 this time. Full restore and an elixir. This should mean that we should easily survive the Sand Slash in the next battle, at least 3 hits. We may need better luck than that if we don't have rest, which is really obnoxious. Nice. Mimic, Ice Beam. Ice Beam the Dragonair. Ice Beam the Aerodactyl. Thunderbolt does more damage, but Ice Beam is already overkill. Cool. And yes, I know, blue, yada yada yada. Elixir, save. All right, here we go. Send it. Earthquake 1. Body Slam. Earthquake 2. Body Slam Para. Full restore, interesting. That's actually very rare to happen. Fully paralyzed, okay. The run is still alive, not by much, because we do need... Oh, that's the Leech Seed. We do need some luck. I might have to mimic Hypnosis there, because I don't have rest there. So that's really unfortunate. So if we get unlucky at Sand Slash and we have to actually do 3 full turns. Okay. The crit saved us maybe. I'm not going to try to mimic on Executor this time then. I'm just going to go for... Oh, no! Raichu, come on. Raichu, come on. Raichu, come on. Raichu, come on. Full restore is so mean. Oh my gosh. The sleep. I have to go for the sleep now. Oh no! 2 hypnosises in a row. Goodbye, cruel world. Okay, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. We're so close. Come on. If I'd brought rest, we would have had it. Oh, I hate that when a mistake like this happens. Okay. Reflect. Earthquake. Crits can happen fairly often. Paras can happen. Nice crit. Good. Nice crit. Good. Alex Sem's a non-issue. Critical hit. Nice. Good. Good, good, good. Let's go. We're just going to Thunderbolt the Ninetales. Come on, Raichu. You got this. No, Raichu. No, Raichu. Raichu. You had it given to you, and then you got hit by a Confuse Ray and then hit yourself. Oh my gosh. Come on, B tier is just escaping us. No, 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 no. Okay. Para? No. Para? Yes. Fully paralyzed? Good. Okay. That works. Body slam? No. Yes. Oh, it survives? It survives the second hit. That's crazy. Body slam is a better chance to para. Tail whip. Okay. Yes! Woo! Under the wire. Okay, that champion battle was ugly without rest. But we made it into the B tier without rest. That is a victory on its own. Let's get to the Hall of Fame. Get an official game time. Oh my gosh, we made it. Oh man, that almost killed me. That was almost the end of me. Okay. Honestly, still super solid. We lost about a minute for Brock and about maybe the same for Champion at the end because of no rest. But we'll take it. That's pretty dang solid. Okay, so we got a real time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, 56 seconds with 5 resets and a game time of 4 hours and 39 minutes. Would have been probably 2 resets, 3 resets if I did not forget rest. But that's not that bad. That's not too bad at all. Hour 13 is an improvement over Pikachu's time. That is already what I wanted because Pikachu having double team is a huge advantage over Raichu's moveset. Also being able to have access to level up moves at all. But for Raichu, that means with an hour 13:56, we are right between Arbok and Vulpix in the B tier. Could have been right around Jolteon's time without it, which is really funny. Totally different way to get an hour and 13, but pretty similar times in the end. Although Jolteon might be able to go faster. Now, that's a pretty old run too, but maybe not that much faster. I don't know if Jolteon can go too much faster than that actually, because it's pretty rough against the champion as well. Did I do you proud, Skypey? I think that went really, really well. End of the B tier is kind of the best I was hoping for. So super, super solid. About a 10-minute improvement on Pikachu's time, which is great. Would be funny if Magneton's the best non-legendary electric type. I mean, Magneton is technically in that position right now, and probably with a perfect run of this, we might be able to tie that. But frankly, I think Magneton probably could get a better time too if we kept running it. So for now, Magneton gets the win here. It's about a minute faster than Jolteon and Raichu. Maybe less than that. Maybe Raichu could kind of squeeze in between there. Skypey says, I'm proud. I was waiting for a long time for this run to happen. I'm really happy with the results. B tier is good. I'm glad I got the tier above Pikachu. I knew that beating Pikachu was going to be kind of the goal. The first run didn't. The first run lost to Pikachu's time, but the second one made it. Right ahead of Vulpix, actually. Between Arbok and Vulpix. The Punk Rock Fire Pokemon. Vulpix? I think Vulpix is the beautiful, you know, more calm and peaceful fire Pokemon. Yeah, if we reran Zapdos, it would be S tier. Definitely. Zapdos is super good. Articuno could probably also sneak into S tier, but it depends on a couple of early issues. Although I think with Ice Beam being such good coverage, it has a good chance to make it into S tier if we reran that as well. Lapras 2 could easily like sneak into S tier, although its level curve is a lot worse I think it has a slow growth rate. Polyrath and Muck literally should be S tier if we reran them and got a perfect run with what we were learning. So very close on some of those. Vulpix, oh, the back sprite for Vulpix is a lot more punk rock than this image that you would see in like the official Pokemon images. You are correct, Fruitful. I agree with you. I agree. But Raichu did it. That feels good that we got B tier for Raichu. We do have one more segment to spin the wheel. As I pull that up, I do want to mention I will not be streaming for a few weeks here. In this next week and a half or so, we're going to be doing a big move out of state. And I do not have Wi-Fi and things set up in the new location yet. So there's a good chance that we'll need some time to get all of that figured out. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated as soon as we can stream again. Like I said, in the meantime, until we get all of that sorted out, I can be working in the background on the newest edited video because there will be a big video drop in the next month or two. Don't really have a hard release like date for that yet, like its actual scheduled time, but eventually that will be on the channel, and it'll be finally a capstone to that big Redfire project that we've been working on for so long. I will still spin the wheel tonight to find out what the next yellow version solo run will be for when we get the stream up and running again. There's some great options on here. The newest edition, I believe, we have Dragonite and Omastar, or Omastar, how do you say it? Added to the wheel now, so those are the new additions. There's some pretty rough ones on here like Grimer. Overall, some pretty solid, strong Pokemon though. Hey, New King Quest, aka Colton. Sorry I was so busy. No worries. No worries. I know that you have a very wild rock and roll life at times, out there being a professional racer. Made it just in time to say hi and spin the wheel with us, though. Let's go ahead and give this thing a spin and see where we're at. For next solo run. Oh no, is it another electric type? It is. Another electric type, except the worst one, I think, by far. Electrode. Oof. Oof, that's an oof. Electrode. Man, oh man. He's so little. Electrode for the next run. Look at that big old grin. That is going to be, that's going to be tough. Probably D or E tier or F tier, off the chart. Let's look up a little bit as a little teaser about Electrode, because I actually don't know its level up set. I know it's bad. Electrode Pokemon. Oh, actually, Gen 1. Moveset. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, that's right. Electrode doesn't learn a single electric move by level up. That's kind of wild. Not gonna lie, I'm a believer you can do this. We get Tackle and Screech and Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom's gonna be good for the early game. Self-Destruct, great stuff. Light Screen, Swift, and Explosion. Light Screen's pretty cool because it's pretty rare to see in Gen 1 because it's not a TM or anything. So Light Screen could be nice. Swift is good. Sonic Boom's good in early game. We get Takedown, Hyper Beam. We don't even get Double Edge or Body Slam. That's not great. We get Thunderbolt, Thunder, obviously. Self-Destruct, lovely. Swift, Skull Bash. How does it get Skull Bash and not Double Edge? I guess it doesn't have an edge. It's round. Thunder Wave, Rest, Explosion, Substitute Flash. Oh, buddy, this might be a Flash and Takedown strategy for the champion battle. That feels gross. Your F tier, yeah. Oof. That's a serious oof. And for Giovanni, I think we might have to use double team, like mimic double team from Persian, and then try to Swift the Rhydon down. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, that's bad. We get a Hyper Beam. I wonder if we're going to need Hyper Beam for Electrode. I'm no longer a believer. Crits would be crazy. Crits would be good. Do we just fish for a crit hyper beam on the Sand Slash for the champion battle? And what are our stats? Is Electrode, how bad is Electrode? Let me read this out for everybody's stats. We have 60 base HP, 50 base attack, 70 base defense, and 80 base special, 140 speed. Oh. Defense is better than I expected. It could actually tank an Earthquake pretty okay at the end. Do we not get Reflect, though? Just Light Screen? Oh, we get Reflect. We get Reflect and Light Screen. So I think if we have Reflect, Light Screen, Thunderbolt, Mimic, Swift. It's kind of the extent of our really usable moves. Takedown, Hyper Beam might actually have to make an appearance. Very unusual moves to see. I don't believe Wholeheartedly will do worse than Magnemite. I mean, Electrode? Like, no way Electrode does that much worse. Let me see. Because Magnemite's, 2 hours, 12 minutes, 13. Although, granted, I did not use Toxic in that one like I did for Magneton. I kind of am interested. We'd have to get a higher level, which already is kind of crazy because I think Magnemite was like level 84 at the end of the run, or 85, something like that. It was really high level, I think. Oh, no, maybe it was like 81. But we might have to go like 85, 88 to try to get the Toxic strat because we have to like survive more hits of Earthquake from the Sand Slash for the champ battle. So I don't know if it'd be faster than the strat we used already with Flash. We might need to do a similar thing with the Electrode. If your plan is to pray for crits, it'll be a bad time. It'll be a bad time for sure. Light Screen is the special kind. Yes, it is. Light Screen is special, Reflect is physical, and we get both on Electrode. So Reflect for Champion Sand Slash, Light Screen just cause it's fun, because there's not a lot of other good moves we can use. Because outside of Swift, we really don't want any of the physical moves unless we try for Hyper Beam. But with 50 base attack, I don't know if it's worth. That might not be worth. But yeah, that'll be the next one. That's going to be an interesting challenge. I'm going to have to do some research on that to see what we want to do there. But that'll be it for today and for the next few weeks. Thank you so much, everybody that supported the channel. Thank you, everybody that's been hanging out on the streams and having a great time. I'll try to get some edited content out as much as I can. The channel will probably basically be dark for the next 2 weeks while we move. But we will try to get some stuff going as soon as possible. And I will say hi to Good IRL for all of you. And we might maybe in the future get more Good appearances. We're going to be much closer to Good. So they might be able to stop by the stream more often. That'd be fun. But yeah, that'll be it for now. Have a fantastic couple of weeks. You guys are been amazing. Have a good one. I will see you soon. Don't you worry. Bye.